Oh, we're live just in time for the national anthem, everybody's favorite television moment. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday night already. How did we get here? It's been a couple of weeks. I've kind of missed you. What's going on? I'm just kind of getting kind of situated. I was trying to figure out what to order for dinner. I'm gonna have a little dinner in between in the intermission. How is everybody? How are we feeling? Are we feeling a little bit of the tinge of, uh-oh, playoffs are coming soon, and the Leafs look kind of shaky, or at least looked shaky until the Calgary game. And I'll be honest with you, um, I kind of felt like it didn't really matter that they won that game. I mean, it was great that they won that game. It's great that they got the confidence, but I'm like, I need to see tonight. I need to see what McMahon, Domi, Robertson looks like. And by the way, here are the lines: Nyes, Matthews, Marner, Holmberg, Tavares, Nylander, McMahon, Domi, Robertson, Lorentz, Lawton, Yarncroke, Riley Carlo, McCabe, Tanev, Benoit, Ekman, Larson, and Joseph Woll is your starter for the Colorado Avalanche. Lehkonen, McKinnon, Nietzsche, Drouin, Nelson, Natushkin, Kivi, Ranta, Coyle, Colton, Kelly, Drury, and O'Connor, Taze, Makar, Lindgren, Malinsky, excuse me. Jeez. Gerard Johnson. I just made up a name there. How about that? You know what? Create a player. NHL 25. Malinsky. There you go. Mackenzie Blackwood is your starter. Guys, same exact lineup as last game against Calgary. Mackenzie Blackwood is he's been a real good ad for the Avalanche. I mean, they've had to remake their goaltending, but .915 save percentage. He's got 24 wins and a .250 goals against average, and he's been pretty monstrous in his last 5 games. I'm looking at his save percentages, and there's only one game where his in-game save percentage dipped below 900. So yeah, you could say he's been pretty darn good. Now, the Avalanche and Leafs played about week and a half ago while we were in London. And it felt like the all London Knights game. 2 goals from Mitch Marner, 2 goals from John Tavares. And we thought, all right, we're off to the races. We're going to get a big win. Nope. No, because the Leafs couldn't play any defense. And I'll be honest with you, Anthony Stolarz didn't look great. And Lawton and Carlo had shaky games. It was their first time with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I get it. But I got to tell you, little confidence. Matthews now has 3 goals in 2 games. Hopefully tonight we can have a good time. Hopefully it's going to be a stressful game, but hopefully we can enjoy the stress together. And isn't it beautiful, and you're seeing it right now on Sportsnet, isn't it beautiful outside that we are finally seeing some sunshine with our hockey? This is my favorite time of year when I get to come in, I get to do the streams with you, and it is sunny and it is gorgeous outside. I love that. When I drive home tonight, it won't be minus 35. How fantastic. What a concept. I hope that you're having a good time. Oh, 360 people already. What's happening? Oh, big shout out to Wes Richard. Already gifting 5 STPN memberships. I hope I haven't missed any. Oh, there's Cassie. Who is the most disappointed team this season? You'd have to say Red Wings, right? They've had their core for a number of years and are going to miss again. I'm going to say the most disappointed are the Sabres because they seem to be somehow worse than last year. But the Red Wings have to be the most disappointed in the month of March. They are 2-8 in their last 10. Outrageous. Leif said, I asked Steve this question during the last Send stream. You know what, Leif, I'm going to hold off because we're about to get face off and I'm going to clap. Going to give you the clap. Boom. Face off. Leaf says this. I asked Steve this last during the Send stream, and I'll ask you here. Which team fits the famous Pierre Dorian, we're a team? You know what? Cassie nailed it. The Red Wings, we're a team. We're not quite bad enough for the first overall pick, but we're not quite good enough for anything else. By the way, I'll be doing claps every single time. Here we go. Mitch Marner with the steal on Devontae's. He gets the bum on Devontae's. I like a good bum move. Just a little swivel with the hips, you know? Oh, into Tavares. Matthews had already changed. Out to Riley. Back down to Tavares. Nylander is out on the ice. These are short shifts here to start. Oh, baby. Who put money on this game, by the way? Anybody drop some money? Any futures bets that we need to know about? Cassie says, how hammered can I get, Adam? I'm kidding. Drink responsibly and also consume weed responsibly. Whatever it is you do, do it responsibly. except for loving your team. Do that irresponsibly. Rick is on the chat going, go producer Drew. Boo to you both. I don't think producer Drew's even at this game, though. Normally he goes to the Leafs Avs game. Oh, he is there. Okay, so he's there with Nick Andrade. Okay. And those two are hilarious. Nick, hardcore Leafs fan. Drew, hardcore Avs fan. Oh. Now, this line I'm going to pay particular attention to. McMahon, Domi, Robertson. We talked about it on the podcast today. The podcast came out about an hour ago. And the question is, hey, oh man, nice little feather pass there by Nick Robertson. The question was, hey, we know you could score. Can you play well enough not to get hemmed in your own zone? And we're going to find out here because now they're hemmed into their zone for how long? We'll find out. Craig Berube was effusive. I love that word. Oh, there we go. Max Domi gets the puck. Little turnover by the Avs. Good for Max. That's great. Good shift by the third line. That's a really good start. Craig Berube was effusive in his praise for Max. He said he was aggressive. He was fast. He was exactly the type of guy that they wanted him to be. And I have to agree with him. He's been spectacular. I spent all season going, I don't know if Max Domi's a center. I think he's a fantastic right winger. And now he's a center and playing really good as a center. How about that? Canadian Girl 83, Adam, how dare you? They are calling for a snowstorm in 20 centimeters where I am. No bragging about the sunshine. Send some here, please. Well, listen. Yeah, I don't know how it's possible that it can be this warm here. It was 15 degrees today. My apartment got up to, I don't know what they have it set in Fahrenheit, but I was set it to 70. It got up to 90 because I have a lot of windows. It was like just an oven today. And there was no wind, so I couldn't like air it out. And the air conditioning's not turned on in the building yet, so it got a little hot. Yeah. I don't know how we're in the same province, Canadian Girl 83, and that happens. That's wild. 23 degrees Celsius in Cambridge today from Pickleball Pat. Damn, Pickleball Pat. I hope you got outside and did some outdoor pickleball. Oh, Marner off the noggin. You know what? I always respect this about Mitch Marner. He thinks differently. There's always like a weird creative idea he's got. And apparently it was 20 in Oshawa today. Well, maybe he got up to 20 in Toronto. I just didn't know. The high was supposed to be 15. But, this is what I love about Toronto. A month ago, we had the snowstorm to end all snowstorms. A month later, we're in T-shirts. It's a weird weather place. Oh, Matthew Nyes with a great move at the blue line. Up to Matthews. McKinnon's going to be all over him. These lines are going to be matched all night long. And I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see how they react to that because obviously this time the Leafs have better last change, so we'll see what happens. But they are moving that puck, both teams, very quickly. Gets into one zone, boom, out past the neutral zone and into the next offensive zone and back the other way. It's been real back and forth, although let's be honest, Colorado's had 4 shots. The Leafs have none. Not great. Not great. The question will be here, who takes the first penalty? I wonder. My bet is it's Simon Benoit, just because the refs seem to go, it's probably him. Or OEL. Good point. Good point, producer Hayden. Very good point. Cassie says, no, silly. I bribed Steve last stream, to chug beers. It was $100 first. Then he made the mistake, and then I would go, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I was watching that. I was watching you make Steve chug beers. And I was like, damn, I didn't know he could still do that. It's been a while since I've seen that man chug a beer. Richard Triafino, the Rangers had 13 shots last night. LOL. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, that's rough. Colorado's got 6 shots. Leafs have nothing. Colorado averaging roughly a shot and a half per minute. That's not great. Cassie says, also, I've never drank it, probably never will. Cassie, it can be fun. It can be bad. Sometimes you just got to make a call, and it seems like you have, and I think good for you. So there's Carlo Riley. Domi line out there again. Max, here's the thing about this line. They are wicked fast. Like, they move like little water bugs out there. And in the case of Bobby McMahon, gigantic water bugs. You'll notice that Robertson, who, when he was drafted, the knock against him was his, obviously size was part of it, but skating. His skating is vastly improved from what it used to be. And and Bobby McMahon out there, he can skate north south very quickly. But you look at the way Domi and Robertson corner, and then you look at the way Robertson or McMahon corners, and you're like, oh, one of those guys is a lot taller. Oh, big hit by McCabe. Cassie says bribery works with Steve on the chat, just so you know. Well, I get that, but you know what? I'm at SDPN and we don't have any beer here, so it's difficult for me to chug. All right, I could chug a lot of water. Bobby McMahon is in the 95th percentile for speed and burst. Oh my God, really? Wow, that's an NHL edge stat. Brought to you by Hayden, producer Hayden, the stats god. Okay, there's Marty Natchez, who has been just on fire since coming to Colorado. He's probably, it's like that gorilla song, Clint Eastwood, finally, someone let me out of my cage, you know? He's just like, I can do stuff. Um, Bailey Dosett says, just tuning in, Adam. Can't put the game on TV because I got to grind out a school project. So you have to live up to the Joe Bowen. You have to live up to Joe Bowen for the time being. Yeah, okay. Good. I don't think anyone can live up to Joe. Joe's an absolute legend. So is this? It looks like it's offsetting penalties here. Lehkonen interferes with Nyes. We'll see what he does. Oh, Nyes gets the high stick first, and then Lehkonen elbows him right in the noggin. I kind of, yeah, I guess you got to kind of call both. I like against most teams, I like the Leafs 4-on-4 sometimes better than 5-on-5 because their speed and their offensive talent really gets to shine when you got a person less on the ice. One of the teams that I worry about 4-on-4 versus the Leafs is the Colorado Avalanche, and that's because Nate and Jonathan Drouin and Cale Makar and Devon Tays and like even throw Sam Girard in there. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Brooke Vile says, I'm sitting in the hospital missing the game. I need some updates. LOL. Well, Brooke, it's 0-0, and it's been really fast paced. Feels like kind of Sheldon Keefe Leaf hockey, except the Leafs are getting really outshot right now. 6-1. Evan says, I hate NHL refs. Evan, you could be watching any NHL game ever. I just couldn't even tell. I wouldn't be able to know. I'm just going to fix my microphone here because I got some tape. And if I don't fix this, we're going to have an issue. Wes Richard says, producer Hayden is a beaut and Drew is a stink butt. Wow. Truer words never spoken. Producer Drew is a stink butt. Canadian Girl 83 dropping 5 SDPN memberships. And remember, if you were gifted an SDPN membership, that allows you to be a part of the SDP VIP program where you get an extra episode every single week, ad-free. And by the way, it's not hockey. When we started this show, we used to do hockey at the beginning and like pop culture at the end. And then it just became an all hockey show. And then we added an extra episode a week to 3 episodes because we only used to do 2. And then that became all hockey. And now we added a 4th. And the 4th is VIP. And by the way, it's a lot of fun. I think you're going to like it. So make sure you thank anybody that gives you a membership. Okay? We love new members. By the way, chat, tell the new members how awesome being a member is. Because you know. People in the chat, everybody with a green name, I know that you're a member. I see you. Jeff says, Gripper Nation, what's up? Jeff, welcome back. Gripper Nation has been off the air for far too long. Oh, there's Matthews. Oh, Matthews gets it stolen. Nice little move there by Marner to drop pass. And here comes Nathan MacKinnon. Not the guy you want going on that sort of a run. I'm just going to pull up these lines again. Natchez with the shot. It's super weird seeing an 88 on the Colorado Avalanche. I am not used to that yet. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Oh, they're just showing the replay of Matthews. Had he taken that snapshot, I wonder what would have happened. At very least, the Leafs would have 2 shots instead of 1. Natchez already has 73 points this season. That's monster stuff. Man, Colorado got a lot for Rantanen. Holy moly. In retrospect, it's like, wow, dude, they did good. They did real good. Okay, that's the 8th shot of the game for the Avs. The Leafs definitely getting outplayed here. Oh, Tavares tries to break it up. Nelson's out there. Oh, caught by Wall. Back down to Morgan Riley. We get the full court press here by Natushkin on Morgan Riley. Over to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. 40 seconds left on the 4-on-4. We are 12:35 left in the first period. That's what the time is, 12:35. Domi out there by himself. Leafs changing. McCabe in. Oh, nice little pass, and that pass is intercepted, but Domi would have been wide open for a slot shot. The Avs doing a really good job of breaking up anything the Leafs have. The Leafs are gaining the zone, but they can't gain much else. Syed Khan says, hey, guys, being a member is awesome. I put that in there. He didn't say that. You get to watch Steve crash out when topics about AI are spoken about. That alone is worth the price of admission. Yes, AI scares Steve. Amazingly scares Steve. Paul's asking for a clap, and you're going to get the clap. Paul, boom, clap. 12:22 left in the first period. McCabe on the half board. Matthews is open. McCabe's going to drive. Oh, what a move by Jake McCabe. Wow. Where did Jake McCabe learn to do that? I really wish he'd finished on that. Holy smokes. That was a great move. He's been watching Marner play. Must be. I love a guy who's willing to drive the net. Need more of that. Drive the net. Please, please, please. I gotta be honest with you. I'm a big fan of Jake McCabe. I just have loved that guy since he showed up. He's awesome. I'm so glad he extended and is staying. RCSF says, love from London. Huge thanks for what you all create. Hey, thank you so much. We appreciate you. 11-18, 11-17, 11-16 left in the first period, kids. I'll keep doing those claps at face-off so you guys can align your streams because it's always better when we're together. McMahon forechecking. That Domi line is out there for the 4th or 5th time this period. They're getting a lot of ice time. They're getting a lot of prove-it minutes from Craig Berube. And also, listen, they all scored a goal last game. If you're a goal scorer, score the goal. And they're being that right now. And I think that's what Mr. Berube needs. Little depth scoring. Oh, Leafs offside. Cassie says, Steve is right about AI, and I'm tired of people pretending he is not. Well, the great thing, Cassie, that you need to know is that AI is so outrageously unprofitable that nobody's quite sure how it will ever make money. Now, maybe one day it does, but remember, OpenAI raised $9 billion and spent $9 billion only to lose $5 billion last year alone. Hey, listen, they're expecting by 2028, and I'm not kidding, to be burning $40 billion a year. I don't know who's going to finance that. Sure seems like a weird business model to me. Wes Richard, can we get a Bofadis clip for the entertainment, a top 5 segment for me on the STP? I don't think we can get it tonight, but we can ask. We can ask for sure. We can put in a request. Oh, we got another 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. The nameless person. I always forget what to call you because your name comes up as nameless. But you know. Oh, it's Heather. Thanks, Heather. You rock. 10 minutes exactly, by the way, left in the first period. Hasn't been a face-off here in a bit, so I cannot align streams, but I will tell you it's 9:48, 9:47, 9:46, and the Colorado Avalanche have the puck, gaining the Leafs zone. Jake McCabe gets it back into Matthews' skates. He corrals it, makes a move back in his zone. Back to Jake McCabe at the Leafs blue line, up to Mitch Marner at the Avs blue line. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to tell all your friends. 618 people here hanging out tonight. I like that. I like that. Oh, Holmberg is definitely getting pulled there. Does not have the puck. But hey, why call? Oh, Nylander with the ring. Oh, nice little play. Man, Nylander driving the net too. That was good. I like that. Kieran just joined STP VIP all on his own. Kieran, welcome. We're so excited. Kieran, you will like this week's STP VIP. It talks a lot about LeBron James and his son. It talks a lot about somebody who married an inanimate object. And there's like a whole story, and it's like a 40-year-old story. It's kind of nuts. We did a lot of listener emails this week because we have an email for it. So it's sdpvip@sdpn.ca. So every once in a while, we just go diving deep into the emails. And the emails that you guys send us are actually insane. Like, they're so good. So yeah, I love it. Six Hole says Avs management is the most intelligent, ruthless, not only in the NHL but in sports. Well, I would agree with that if Vegas hadn't won the cup in 2023. I would still say Vegas are more ruthless. If the Colorado Avalanche win this year, then they will reclaim the ruthless crown. And that's what it's about, right? Francis makes a really good point. Hit Fat Mike, ladies and gents! Exclamation point! That's how he wrote it. So hit it, smack it, give it a good spank. You know, it's been a bad like button. AI is fine with YouTube thumbnails. That's the only thing I think it's used for. That's the other thing with AI is nobody's quite sure, other than like ChatGPT, which if you pay for the subscription, every single person that has a ChatGPT subscription, they lose money on. Can you believe that? Other than that, what does it do? It helps you refine an email, which Google Gemini does, and that sort of thing. Like, what else, man? What do you say you do here? What is it? That's why it doesn't scare me as much yet. Maybe in 10 years it'll scare me. We're not there yet. Dr. Nick says, good morning, chat from Perth, Western Australia. I love it. I love that you're up early. I love that you are watching this lovely game with us. 9:06 left in the first. Here we go. There's your clap. Could have been a louder clap on my part. I apologize. I missed. Somebody says, why did you give up a first for a fourth line center? Well, John, he's actually listed as the third line center. The fourth line is Domi, Robertson, McMahon. The Leafs are now rolling 4 lines. Our shutdown line, our forecheck line, our identity line is Yarncroke and Lawton. Whatever line they're on, that's the line. That's how you have to look at it. I know it's not as sexy as you'd think, but Lorentz, Lawton, Yarncroke, those guys are the identity line. And you know what? It's what it costs to get a center at a trade deadline. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Lawton to take the face off. Boom. Now watch this line, because we were just talking about them. This is what they're going to do, hopefully, is play intelligent defense and forecheck the hell out of you. That's what you're looking for. Instead, what they did was they iced it, which is not ideal. But hey, listen, they're going to get another face off. Maybe another chance at redemption, you know? Lee says, hey, Adam, who would you ideally want the Leafs to play in the first round of the playoffs? Well, based on their record, I'd like the Leafs to win the division and play the New York Rangers, but that's not going to happen because the Capitals would play the Rangers. And it's looking like Montreal's got 2 games in hand, and they're ahead of the Rangers. So it's going to be Ottawa, Tampa, or Florida, it's looking like. I mean, they've got history with Tampa where they beat them. The one thing I would say with the Panthers is you probably get Marchand and Kachuk back in that first round, but are they healthy? Or, do you play if you play Florida in that first round? Do you hope that they're not healthy, but they're forcing their way back into the lineup and therefore are crap? I don't know. I think ideally I don't think any of those matchups are ideal. I think that Ottawa's got a red hot goaltender. I think it's silly, by the way, for the Leafs to go, oh, well, we shouldn't beat Ottawa. I think that's the problem, though. It's like they should beat Ottawa, and whatever the Leafs should do, they rarely do. So I'll say Tampa because they've beaten them before. I don't love that answer, but yeah. I mean, there are no bad teams, right? Charlottetown Spud from a Habs fan. Love you guys. Well, we love you back. And you know what? Those Spuds from Charlottetown are the best. It's that red soil. Charlottetown is one of the most beautiful, well, PEI generally, so beautiful in the summertime. I love it there. All right. Now we've got, I'm looking at this. So 7:41 left in the first period. Max Domi. Wow, that line's out there again. They are getting their ice time. Domi won the faceoff. Robertson took a shot. It hit a body. Now back into oh, hey, they made the neutral zone turnover. They're playing responsible defense. Bobby McMahon with a good little forecheck there. Tried to get it across to Domi. Domi couldn't get a stick on it. It skirts out to the point. Down deep by Robertson. Back in for McMahon, who outmuscles his McMahon for the puck. 7:16 left in the first period. Carlo to McMahon back in. This shift is coming towards the end. Assuming that Jack Drury and his merry men on the fourth line here don't make something happen. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Did Calle Yarncroke almost put that into his own net? Am I wrong on that? Was that even Calle Yarncroke? No, it looked like it was going to be an own goal, right? Am I crazy? Did you guys see that? Who shot that? Is it Holmberg? Oh, it went off the skate. Oh, wow. Ekman Larson almost did put it in his own net. Well, that's rough. It didn't go in, though, so whoo, no harm, no foul. 6:48 left in the first. I forgot to clap on that faceoff. Sorry, guys. $6:28 left in the first. Leafs are tied up in their own zone again. It hasn't happened for like sustained periods this game, but it hasn't been great. I'll be honest. The ice has tilted Avalanche on this one. Although we have had a couple of nice Leaf plays, including a Jake McCabe crazy move earlier. I hope they show that at intermission. That was very cool. You should look that up if you didn't get the chance to see it. He looked like Jake McMurner. 6 minutes left to go exactly in the first period. Shots are 10-4. There has been a lot of back and forth. This is a high-paced game. I think the Avs are trying to tire the Leafs out. They're clearly the faster team. And Toronto can play an up-tempo game, but you rarely see them do it anymore. Oh, I forgot Ryan Lindgren's on the Avs too, even though I announced his name. But man, they did so much this year. Took a lot of project guys and like turned them into something. Something about those Avs, man. Yeah, Hayden makes a good point too. They've rebuilt the entire goalie tandem. They did it before Christmas. They're the only team in history to ever do that, ever in 110 plus years. It's kind of crazy. 7. Oh, I almost gave you the time, the actual time. It's 7:35 where I am. I hope it is where you are too. Oops. James says, "A shot, please, Holy. If you don't shoot, you won't score." That is, you could say that in any of this era of the Leafs. I think too, if I'm being honest, the uh the issue with the Leafs on this particular occasion is that they're not driving the net the way you saw Jake McCabe do it. Nylander and McCabe, two of the 4 shots they had were them just muscling their way in. And they're doing a lot of crisscross east-west passing when they get into the Avs zones. And what the Avs are doing is they're able to find those seams and break up those passes. It's just not going to work, right? Oh, we got some West Coasters. 4:36 from Zoe. Damn, Zoe. Is that what time it is? All right. Hayden says, "Oh, I missed a super chat. Seems like starting Wall was a good decision. I guess that's why Berube is the coach and not me." Well, listen, Joe Wall's got to play, and he's good, man. He's had a great year. I mean, honestly, if I had told you that Joseph Wall would make it through the majority of the year so far, knocking on all the wood, healthy, except for the first week of the season where he was not healthy. If I were to tell you that he had done that and he's played, let's see how many games he's played. Joseph Wall. Joseph Wall has played 35 games this year. It's a career high by 10. And he's played great. 905 save percentage, which is right in line with league average, 275 goals against average. He's been a little less sharp lately, but like, dude, I think that's a pretty damn good year from a goaltender that's going to make like $4 million next year. Oh, over to Matthews. Nice to Matthews. Avalanche absolutely swarming the Leafs on the offensive zone. Once you have the puck, there's like 4 guys on you. Oh, Marner gets kind of caught up in the boards there. That was a little weird. I think his stick might be broken. No? It seemed like a bit of an awkward thing. Something got stuck behind the net. Anyway, Avs back in. Had Marner not got stuck in, it probably would have been easier. Oh, there goes Matthews out to center. Oh, Matthews. Oh, he loses it. Morgan Riley pokes it over to him. Shot in. 2 guys in front of the net, exactly where you need them to be. Marner has it behind the net. Needing these guys to put a puck on the net, though, please. It's cool that you got possession. Let's get a puck on the net. And the puck is cleared. 4:20 left in the first. Puck gets behind Carlo. He's able to recover. Oh, wow. Rough giveaway there by the Leafs. Guy not in position. The right play by Carlo, just nobody there to get it. Here comes Nylander and Holmberg. Nylander with a move. Oh, and it's broken up by the Avs defender. I didn't see who it was. Good break up there. You knew that Nylander wasn't passing. He was going all shoot on that one. That's what the Avs defender banked on, and guess what? He stopped him. But damn, Nylander looks good tonight. He's looking dangerous. It's almost like he's like a really fast fish. Just start gone. Like a shark. Speaking of, next week, STP in San Jose. We're leaving Monday morning at 8 a.m. How about that? Oh, Nelson with a move over to Natushkin. That was a nice little pass. Robertson stops up the play. And this third line or fourth line, however you wanted to quantify them, Steve called them the fourth line today. The fourth line, who scores a lot, are out there again. Lots of shifts in the first period. Berube's given them all the chances in the world to make things happen. And you know what? In a game like this, where McKinnon and Matthews are matched up, you got to rely on your depth scoring to put one in for you. Maybe 2. And I think the Leafs depth scoring can do it. They got all the confidence in the world coming off that Calgary game. In comes Bobby McMahon. Lion going up for a change, and Bobby, it's 1-on-3. He's able to tie up the puck long enough for Yarncroke to get in. Yarncroke, Lawton out there. Robertson looking to change. Sorry, McMahon looking to change. And that puck is offside. You have McKinnon out there versus Lawton. I don't know if that's your ideal lineup, but if you're Berube, you kind of need those guys to go out against top performing lines. If it's going to work in the playoffs as like a defensive stop-up line, Lawton, Yarncroke, Lorentz, why not try them tonight against Nathan McKinnon? Boy, that was a great defensive play. I think that was Makar. Wow. Man, who knew? He's this Makar guy. He's good at hockey. Oh, Cassie dropping 50 SDPN memberships. Cassie, you don't need to know. Cassie, we do know. Cassie clan forever. Smeef says, hey, Adam, something that wasn't mentioned during today's podcast with the Devils GM advocating for mandatory net guards. I think it's a good idea. How about you? I thought I did mention it. But yes, I mean, Tom Fitzgerald's son was affected directly by this. I think it makes sense. I understand why players don't want to wear neck guards because they're sort of a pain in the ass. But if you could get them all in cut-resistant turtlenecks, like a bunch of Tomasz Plekanec's, I would say that's what I would go for. We got so much better fabric than we used to. Things that are, moisture wicking, and they breathe, and you feel fine wearing them. I do think that eventually you're going to see neck protection, at least up to the Adam's apple there. Yeah. Where is it? There, come on, Hayden. Where's Hayden's? There it is. Hayden's stat sheet. Let's go. Hey, by the way, in the last 10 matchups against the Avs, the Leafs are 5-5. Now they do have 2 loser points, but it's 5-3-2. Let's talk about Mackenzie Blackwood here in a second. Since wow, this season with the Avs, Mackenzie Blackwood's been unbelievable. 919 save percentage, 217 goals against average, 27 wins. 27 games started and 2 shutouts. He matches up well against Mr. Joseph Wall. But the brick wall is just getting warmed up for playoffs. Oh, somebody's hurt on the ice. McKinnon, I think. Oh no, he's okay. But he was grabbing his face. I don't know if a Benoit stick got errant in his face there. I kind of missed that. 125 left to go in the first period. Boy, this first period has blown by real fast. Shots are 12-4 now, which doesn't look great, but the Leafs feel like they've played better than what the shot counter's telling us. Marner behind the net. Oh, break some ankles there. Get it out front and get somebody to shoot the puck. Ah! They are playing with it a little too much. The first line is looking for the perfect play tonight. This is not a perfect play night. This is a get the pucks to the net night. You need shot volume, big hits by the Leafs. Tanev breaks the puck out. There is 42 seconds to go. In goes Matthew Nyes. The legs are tired, and the Avs have taken a penalty, and it looks like it might be a retaliation one. Probably against McCabe after that monster hit he threw. McCabe's having a good game, kids. Oh, nice little nudge there. Nice nudge save. See, Marner makes what a great play. Makar breaks his ankles here, but he doesn't make a play with it there. That drives me berserk. Oh, okay. So it wasn't. It was a high stick. Damn. Jack Drury. That was a nasty one. 37.8 seconds to go, at least with an offensive zone faceoff. It's the power play. The first line was supposed to change off, and you could see them. They're just sucking wind right now, but they're going to try to score it with the last 30 seconds. John Tavares taking this faceoff. Can we get the puck to Austin to take an actual shot? Oh, there you go, Neil. Willie took an actual shot. Woo! Actual shot. Actual shot. All right. Woll comes out to play it. Marner corrals. The Leafs power play has been real good, real hot since the beginning of January. Before that, it was ice, ice, baby. 14 seconds to go. I don't know how hard they're going to push for this one, but let's see. Oh, Matthews tried to go for a lead pass. 4 seconds to go in the period, and I think the period's done, but the Leafs will start with 123 actually on the clock for the power play. Hopefully they can get an early goal in the second period. Not bad from either side. Pretty entertaining game. No score. I think the Leafs know this is an important game. They look far more dialed and engaged than they were looking last week versus Florida or Ottawa, I have to say. Much, much better. Much, much better. Have I missed any super chats? Oh my goodness. Cassie dropped another 15 memberships. And another actually 16. See that one. Cassie, thank you. Brock Besser says Jets are a free playoff round. They absolutely suck. Yeah, I know. Like, it's weird because they're so good in the regular season, and then they can't make it work on the first round of the playoffs. Man, I wish I knew what that was like. I have to be honest. The Jets have a lot to prove. They do. Like, listen. I know that. Okay, let me pull up the standings here. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Wild card. Okay, so if the playoffs were to start today, the Winnipeg Jets with 98 points. So crazy to say, like, we got a lot of question marks around this 98-point team, but we do. They'd be playing the Vancouver Canucks. There was like a 23-point differential between these two teams. Yikes. That's a lot. If somehow Vegas were to catch them and they were to play the Minnesota Wild in the first round, I think they'd be in trouble. Minnesota hasn't been excellent lately, but I would worry about Minnesota in the first round. I do think they're going to be very good. Producer Hayden says they've been total shit. Hey, everybody who just got a sub because of Cassie, give her a big thank you. Cassie says, blame STPN. They chose the number. Well, there you go. Cassie, we love you. You know that. Cassie gang. Lemon and Friend says, Cassie is definitely an STPN legend. Yeah. The Jets made it to the third round in 2018. The Leafs could never. Julian, you're correct. The Leafs could never until they do. One day they will. One day they will. And look at all these people thanking Cassie for the memberships. That rocks. Thank you. Who we got? We got some Gripper Nation stuff in the chat. I'm looking in the chat. To be honest, if Kaprizov is still injured, I don't know how the Wild get out of the first round. True. Kind of hard without that. But if there's anything that's true, Kirill Kaprizov has proved that he's worth whatever he wants in free agency. And July 1st, he can sign an extension. I wonder if he does. James Stemler. Hey, Gripper King. Is that me? Gripper King. Noticed you're much more play-by-play than usual today with lots of clap. Also very focused on the ball today. Well, listen, some days I am more focused on the play. Today I have to admit I have a little more energy. I don't know why. Good sleep last night, perhaps. It was a busy day though. And it's kind of an important game. Should I chill a little? Do I need to chill? I can chill. Tiller says, Cassie, adopt me, please. Oh, wow. Family requests. It's like The Sims. Okay. Producer Hayden, what's our thing? What's our clip? Oh, that's cool. How long is it? Mooseless says you're an SDPN membership. Aha. All right, perfect. So you know what? We're going to go right to our oh wow clip. I'm going to eat dinner and I'm going to come back. Oh wow, right now. Not right now, very soon. 2, 1. There we go. Oh wow.
Oh, wow, it's you! Hello, friend. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Oh, Wow, where we take a look at the best from around the Ontario Hockey League over the past week. Now, this is kind of a funny time of the year, right? Playoffs are coming, in any league that you're talking about. They're happening in the NHL not too long from now. They're happening even sooner in the OHL. But in the back of your mind, there's the draft. Come on, you thought about the warmer weather. Don't tell me you haven't thought about the draft. Up first in Oh Wow, we have a double feature. Here's Easton Cowan going to work.
Top again, Cowan takes a peek, Holtman shoots.
Ew, just a perfect no-look pass that most of us couldn't pull off if we were looking, and without an opposing hockey team in front of us. Oh, wow to that, and that wasn't even it. Hey, do you remember when Patrick Kane scored the Stanley Cup winning goal in 2010? The one that a lot of people didn't know was in, but he definitely knew was in? Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to just imagine it on account of we're not allowed to use NHL footage. Actually, you don't have to imagine it. Here's Easton Cowan scoring an identical goal.
Conversing on the ice to give each other a whack. Nothing comes of it. Cowan streaks down the left side now. From an angle into the feet, scores, and it will find the back of the net. You could tell Costanzo wasn't too comfortable with that. Right into the feet, and it's 5-4. Well, Cowan looks like he's going to center this puck and instead just sees that little bit of an opening here and fires that off the far skate of Costanzo, goes in between the legs.
Yeah, like that. It was a lot like that. The London Knights have some unbelievable players on their team this year. I mean, evergreen. Easton Cowan, second on the team in goals with 29 in just 45 games. Somehow third on the team in points with 68 points in 45 games. Because Denver Barkey and Sam Dickinson exist and they're also ridiculous. And if you're Easton Cowan, you don't have your eyes on that. 30 4 points in 18 playoff games last year. That's what you're looking to replicate. That's what you're looking to do even better than. Easton Cowan. Toronto Maple Leafs draft pick, by the way. Did you know that? Did you know that? Oh, wow. Now, that's it for Easton Cowan corner. There are other players, but he's a pretty good one, though. For this one, we got to head to Owen Sound. Pierce Bouilly from the Owen Sound attack. This is preposterous.
DeLille was looking to get it in front. Hookie up against Blake Smith. Kept the puck in the zone. DeLille is going to find Pierce Bouilly. Bouilly scores! How about that? Tucking it home. Pierce Bouilly. Back-to-back goals. It's 5-3.
Oh, what skill by the rookie.
Bro. It's not bro wow, but it's just, I don't know. It just, that goal makes a sound come out of you and it is what it is. Pierce Bouilly is having a ridiculous season for a 16-year-old. In exactly 60 games, he's got 28 goals. He's probably going to have a 30-plus goal season as a 16-year-old, another 20 assists for 48 points. He's second on the Owen Sound attack in goals this season. Second in points, too. This is going to be a very good hockey player for a very long time. Pierce Bouilly of the Owen Sound attack. Oh, wow. For our next highlight, this is a great player on a team that's stacked full of them. Cole Davis of the Windsor Spitfires. Speed kills.
WHL last year, they've got that luxury. When you got a deep lineup, even Easton Cowan took a year to make the lineup. Here's Cole Davis to the backhander, scores! Let him cook, the Spitfires go ahead 4-3.
Wow, what a turn of events here. What a turn of events here. In just over 2.5 minutes as Cole Davis takes this puck right by Brustevich. And Cole Davis, we've seen his speed several times. He gets Medvedev to really stretch out. Wow, can he stretch out across that crease? But Cole Davis slides it 5-hole.
He caught everyone by surprise. All right, this looks like a perfectly controllable situation in front of me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And it's in the back of your net. 18-year-old Cole Davis has set career highs in everything. The Sutton, Ontario native has 21 goals, career high, 23 assists, career high, 44 points, career high, and he did it in fewer games than last year. Just 55. Setting career highs in literally everything, Cole Davis of the Windsor Spitfires. Oh, wow. This next highlight I want to show you, the commentators are perfect on it, but the reason they're able to be perfect is because the goal's ridiculous. Here's Jaden Newton of the Barrie Colts.
From Hemming trying to get it in. Jaden Newton will collect. Virgilio on him. Oh, what a move by Jaden Newton. He scores! Well, that'll stop the proceedings. And it's Jaden Newton's second of the season. And the Colts have a 1-0 lead.
Oh, wow. Producer Drew likes to help me out with these. Like, whenever there's a great goal, he'll be like, oh, huge snipe, or look at the edge work on this one. For this one, with Jaden Newton, he put toe drag release, and I was going to quote Coach Chippy and all that. But I think there's a better way to describe this goal, and they found it on the replay.
It's all smiles. Watch 84 in white. Boop, boop. Little move, bang. Boop, boop. Little move, bang. Boop, boop. Little move, bang.
Boop. It's a toe drag release. Is it this? Is it that? Nope. Boop. Also, can I throw this out there? That was his second goal? He's got that in his bag and that was only his second? Well, HockeyDB says he's got 3 now, so buy Jaden Newton stock, the Whitby, Ontario native. Shout out the 905. And I checked just to make sure. Yes, he was a member of the Whitby Wildcats. I love it. But right now he's with the Barrie Colts of the OHL, making us say, oh, wow, and boop. For our next highlight, we haven't heard the last from the Owen Sound attack. As they said on the OHL's Twitter account, Bruce McDonald steals it and wheels it.
The face-off one back to the point. On it, though, Bruce McDonald. McDonald flips it ahead, and he takes off. Bruce McDonald coming in. He scores! Put that one on the highlight reel. Slick Bruce McDonald.
Love the celly by Bruce McDonald, who picks up his 8th goal of the season, and a beauty. This will be a 4-on-4 goal for Bruce McDonald. Fantastic speed here. You can see right now he recognizes an opportunity. If he can get the puck and also settle it down, which he does, goes out to the forehand, past the outstretched pad of Jason Schaubel to tie things up in Owen Sound.
Oh, wow. What a play from start to finish. How could you be more of a coach's dream? You steal it? Heck yeah. Turning defense into offense. We love that. The wheels. Heck yeah. We love wheels. The inside out move. Oh, and of course the move is nice, but you gotta bury it. And he does! Bruce McDonald checking all the boxes and the celly to boot too. Bruce McDonald. Oh, wow. For our next highlight, I actually just realized something. We've gone almost a whole oh wow video without referencing a Chicago Blackhawks prospect. Isn't that wild? Anyway, what's our next highlight? Oh, never mind. Here's Merrick Van Acker of the Brantford Bulldogs and first round pick of the Chicago Blackhawks.
For Rosetto, Turley tried to hold the line, but he's lost to stick it, broken half. Enright's the one-man back. Shot! Scores! That was Van Acker taking full advantage of a broken stick by Enright at the point.
Oh, are we allowed to show that? We shouldn't be. Oh, Merrick Van Acker, oh my God. Dude, everyone's panicking. Everyone's flying around out there. He slows the pace down. The handles. What's he gonna do? He makes you wait before just pinging it off the bar and in. There's a reason the Blackhawks picked Van Acker 27th overall this past June. Jeez. Sorry, that's a nasty goal. Merrick Van Acker. Oh, wow. You know what we gotta end on? Like, I couldn't just gloss over the Spitfires London Knights game that we highlighted earlier, because those are two heavyweights going at it, featuring a few unreal goals, and don't think I was gonna leave out this one from Luke McNamara.
Slice far side, here's McNamara. McNamara right down Main Street, gets it, scores! What a move! McNamara ties it at 3.
Golly. Oh, so you're just allowed to turn someone inside out in the OHL? You think that's okay? No, seriously though, that's actually ridiculous. Longevity is a difficult thing in any league, and especially in junior, it can be difficult to put together a long and fruitful career. Recently, Luke McNamara crossed the very difficult milestone to get to of playing 250 career Ontario Hockey League games. Right now, he's sitting at 251. He's split his season between the Kingston Frontenacs and the Windsor Spitfires, and he's at a career high in goals with 12. And he's just 1 point shy of tying his career high in points. Me thinks he's gonna get there, especially if he can do stuff like that. Luke McNamara, oh wow. Buddy, what did you think? This was a very good week of highlights. Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comment box down below. And if you see anything this week that should be featured in next week's edition of Oh Wow, myself and producer Drew, we're not hard to find. For now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this edition of Oh Wow. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Coverage of the Ontario Hockey League like no other right here on SDPN.
Am I live? Peace and love. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. My food did not arrive in time. I didn't realize it was going to be like an hour. And I thought that I ordered it long enough or quickly enough. And, apparently I didn't. So I'm going to have to earn my damn dinner. And that's by calling a great game with you. You know what I mean? It's going to be fun. I hope you enjoyed Steve's Oh Wow segment. Oh Wow. That was fantastic. And oh wow, the draft's coming soon. And oh wow, we're almost in the OHL playoffs. And oh wow, after the OHL playoffs and the WHL playoffs and the QMJHL playoffs, guess what we get? Memorial Cup. Where we get the oh wowiest moments. You know? That's all I'm saying. Thank you, by the way, for everybody in the chat who is feeling my pain. I appreciate you. I love you. It's very kind of you. About the dinner thing, dinners can be sad. Life without dinner, but Chelsea wants to know what I ordered. I ordered I didn't want to order food. I was trying to stop for something or make something at home, and I just didn't get the chance because my daughter Everly has on Wednesdays she has uh, gymnastics. That's what it's called. And so I didn't have time to eat. And then I was like, oh, I better pick something up. And then I'm like, oh, I don't have time to pick something up. I gotta go. And then I ordered, so I ordered some pretty low grade sushi. Pretty sketch. It's about the cheapest sushi available on Uber Eats. Still has a good rating though. Don't know. I saw an article the other day. I didn't want to read it. It was like how fake fish is taking over the sushi industry. I'm like, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know how they fake the fish. Of all the things you could fake, fish? Are you serious? But we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes, guys. Hopefully, I'm not vomiting for the entire third period. James Stemler, when an Ovi empty net goal for the record feel anticlimactic? No, goal is a goal is a goal. Although it would be cooler if he scores it from his place on the power play with a big wind up slap shot. That is if we could get fairy tale A plus like Four Nations final level excitement, that would be the way to do it. But if it happens in an empty net, it doesn't mean it's going to be a letdown. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Oh, damn. Are they doing Blue Jays promos? We are dangerously close to some Blue Jays. That's crazy. Oh, they're showing John Tavares' socks today. Oh, it's World Down Syndrome Day for Pistol Pete. Oh, that's so sweet. Johnny, just the best guy in the whole world, man. And everybody loves Pistol. Heard nothing but great things. Tiller says, Adam, are you ready for the Lando Norris era? Tiller, I'm living the Lando Norris era right now. Chinese Grand Prix this weekend. By the way, for all of you F1 fans, I do want to throw out there that apparently Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull have had issues getting their cars to China from Australia. Apparently, there was some sort of shipping delay, and some other teams are dealing with it too. So some of the teams might not even be ready for practice tomorrow, which is hilarious. Hilarious. Super chat from James. Already got James. Already got him. The empty net goal one, Hayden? No, I did not see the poll one. Can you send that to me? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The OV empty net goal. Is that the one? Yeah. I already hit that one. Oh, what a shot by Matthews. Here, send it to me. Just screen grab it. Send it to me, my friend. James Jesse Addington. Yes, I thought Red Bull's stuff got there today. Yes, it might have got there today, but they need sometimes more than 24 hours to get the car set up properly. So they're not going to be sleeping much. Nice to see the Leafs come out and get like 3 shots instantly. I know it's a power play, but like, yay. Ah, we got a goal! Nice setup. Matthews with a fantastic pass. I believe that was to Matthew Nyes. Yeah, baby. Leafs' second period tear in goal scoring continues. They're one of the best NHL teams this year in the second period. So Tavares wins the faceoff. It goes back to the point with Mitch Marner to Matthews to wait a second. Did Taze put that in? It was Taze that put it in. Great tip. Devon Taze. Great tip. Great tip, Devon Taze. And by the way, they played Panama afterwards because, yeah, they did. Cassie says, good question for Stats God Hayden. Hayden, I hope you're paying attention. What's the record for most goals between regular season and playoffs? I assume it's Gretzky, but what is the total and how close is Ovi to breaking that record? So if you count all playoffs, all NHL games, both regular season and playoffs, Hayden, I'm going to give you a few minutes to get to that, but I would love to know if you're able to find that. Also, does Ovi break the record this season is our poll, and heck yeah, he does. Absolutely, he does. All right, Hayden's already got the answer, and that is why he's the stats god. Give it to me, Hayden. So Wayne Gretzky has 1,016 goals, playoffs, and regular season. Who's number 2? I bet it's Messier. It's Ovechkin with 959. So that will be the next record to break. I don't know if he breaks that one. I mean, I would I'm gonna give you a hot take, right? Even if Ovechkin passes Gretzky this season for regular season goals, Gretzky is still the most prolific goal scorer of all time, and it's because of that stat. Cassie, you've opened a can of worms. I could do a whole video on that. Oh, nice little shot there by Max Domi. Another shot there from Brandon Carlo. Man, what an upgrade the Leafs defense has been this year. I was tweeting cut back and forth with a couple people in intermission, and like the fact that the Leafs have been able to, over the course of like 8 months, get Tanev, Carlo, and OEL. We were told for years that right shot defensemen that were good. I'm sorry, it's completely impossible. We simply can't. Brad Treliving, imperfect as he is, my God, the man has created a good defense. All right. I needed some water there. I ate a Lara bar in intermission. And I know it's good for you, but that particular flavor was not my flavor. Wasn't my flavor. You know, you got to be specific with your Lara bars or your Cliff bars. I had to eat something. I was gonna pass out. All right. Oh, Carlo gets sort of tripped up there. So does Coyle. And I think that's a. Did Carlo get a penalty? That's garbage. Il garbage. Hey, Hayden, can you do me a favor? You got me, Hayden? Hayden? Can you get the top 3 goal scorers, regular season and playoffs, all of them, and can you post them in our chat for the chat to see? Top 3 regular season and playoffs for it's Ovi, it's Gretzky, and whoever the third guy is. Is that cool? He's gonna do it right now. Cassie, something for you to bring up next time. Thank you, Hayden. Cassie, thank you. I am gonna bring that up, and I'm gonna put that on the. I'm gonna hot take the crap out of that. Ovi is. I'm writing this down. Ovi is not the most prolific goal scorer of all time. It's still Wayne. Also, I am coping and seething. There we go. Done. 17:41. We got a minute and a half to go on an Avs power play, and yucky doodle. I really hated that they're on the power. Oh, McKinnon had a wide open cage, but I don't think he had the puck or his head up in time. That's why you got to keep your heads up, kid. Oh, Marner with a nice little breakup at the blue line. Marner's having a real strong night. Leafs penalty kill needs to get better. And by the way, they killed 4 penalty kills in a row versus Calgary. And Steve called it on the podcast, and that streak's over. Natushkin just scored. He's a monster against the Leafs. He was a monster last time, too. The refs kind of gave the Avs a penalty there, or gave the Avs a power play there. I'm going to be honest with you, that Carlo thing shouldn't have been a power play. But anyway, I'll cope and seethe by myself in this room of emotion and brick walls. Nobody has them. That's where you need Scott Laughton to kind of step up there. Don't love it. Boo. A lot of boos in there. And by the way, that's the choo-choo train. Choo-choo. Natushkin. One thing you got to say about the Avs, top to tail, they are fast, man. Chris McFarland loves a fast team. Here's Nylander, cross ice. He's going to open up a seam for himself. Shoots! Just missed. I think he was going high. Blackwood probably would have got the glove on it, but I don't think he saw the shot. Holmberg gets muscled off the puck. Back out to center. Morgan Riley. Pass up to William Nylander. Move. Whoa, nice little move through 2 Avs in the neutral zone. And the puck gets stolen, and oh no, partial breakaway. Oh, and he missed his shot. Ha ha, you bum loser. I'm kidding. He's really good. But still, I'm happy. Bum loser. You ever been a bum loser? Not me. Simply couldn't relate. Nick Robertson back. 15:58 left in the second period here, kids, if you're trying to stream. $15.50, $15.48, $15.47, $15.46, $15.45. Gotten mixed up in my lip there. Leafs have had a lot of shots to start the game or to start this period, which is good because they didn't have a lot in the first period. So they're kind of catching up and looking better. They are a better second period team. It'd be awful cool if they started games on time, but hey, that's this era of Toronto Maple Leafs hockey. What can you say? And listen, you can't dominate all parts of the game. There's Marner away to Matthews. Matthews got 3 guys on him. Basically dumps the puck in, gets a stick to the face. Nobody calls it. Out front to Nyes. Still is able to make the play to Nyes. Blackwood on it. 15:09. I'm going to do a clap here when the offensive zone face-off here. Ah. All right, here we go. Most goals, including playoffs, Gretzky, 1,016. Howe. Ovechkin, 959. Howe, 869. And wow, oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Hollenjager tied for 4th with 844. Goofy. Just some goofy stuff. Nathan MacKinnon just walking through people. He's so good. Man, it was so fun cheering for Nathan MacKinnon. We get to cheer for Nathan MacKinnon again in February. How cool is that? Some people get to cheer for Nathan MacKinnon all the time. Imagine what that would be like. I can tell you for the week and a half that I got to do it, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. McKinnon's already got 104 points. They just said on the broadcast. Oh, here comes Matthews. You better shoot. You better shoot. Oh! Oh, he was close. I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Man, Matthews is coming alive. Let's go. There's Nyes out muscling his man. That's the thing about these two. Matthews and Nyes are big bodies. And while they don't like kill people all the time in terms of like body checking, Nyes can. They can muscle you off. They're big, strong men. Nyes dumps and chases, gets his own dump. So I got to work on that phrasing a little bit. Retrieves his dump. Cleans up his dump. Yeah, I'm not sure. What's that, Hayden? That's right. He retrieved his dump like I had to help Steve retrieve his dump when he clogged the toilet. Hayden makes a good point. Oh, that went off the bloody crossbar. Man, that was awesome. What a move. All right. All right. All right, kids. What's going on in the chat? Oh, Austin Bayless says this. Is it me or do the Leafs score, Leafs penalty, goal against seem to be happening a lot this season? Austin, I don't know if there's a way to track that, but it sure does feel that way. Might just be because the NHL, there's no lead safe. Might be because the NHL refs love to game manage, right? They love a reason to call a penalty after calling one on another team. I think it's for real. Oh, Charlottetown Spud. I know he would never sign with the Habs, but if he was available, can Marner play center full time? He cannot. I think the Habs would be better off signing or developing. By the way, speaking of, I'm starting to move off of Marner, but did you guys hear that Ivan Davidoff has been scratched from his KHL team, not just for the rest of the regular season, but for the playoffs probably too? That means he's not on it. That means he's not a member of that team, which means he's coming to the NHL like next year. And by the way, Ivan Davidoff is I'm not sure if you heard this, really good at hockey. It's crazy. I don't know. He can't play for the Habs in the playoffs. Hayden just asked me. He can't play for the Habs in the playoffs because he's played a professional game in another league. As soon as you've played a professional game in another league, you can't You can't play one here. And also, I don't believe he's under contract. And if you can't play in the NHL if you sign after that December deadline. It carries over to the next year. But it's important to know that Ivan Devanov is the, I believe, highest scoring player on St. Petersburg this year. Yeah. Mikhail Grigorenko, former NHL player, Alexander Nikishin, and Ivan Demidov. Ivan Demidov has 49 points in 64 games, and don't let that fool you. Like, those are crazy numbers for an 18-year-old in the KHL. 18-year-olds tend not to get any ice time in the KHL, especially with a club like St. Petersburg, who has like 40 people on their roster that could play. Don't ask me why that's how the KHL works, but it is. Yeah, that guy's pretty special. If I were a Habs fan, I'd be pretty darn excited. Imagine, though, the Habs could have had him and Michkov if they just, drafted Michkov. I won't let it go. I won't let it go. Halson Perry says, dude, the clips out there of Demidov, oh my goodness. Yeah, like, remember when Kaprizov came to the NHL and people were like, oh my goodness? That's not an unfair comparison, I don't think. Wow, so Hayden is saying he looks better than Kaprizov ever did in the KHL. Kirill Capri. Let's see. Kaprizov played with Moscow and got 62 points in 57 games in his final season there. But you need to remember that was his 6th season. He was not 18. He was like 24 or 23 or something like that. Like, it was crazy. And he broke in as a really, really young guy. Like, those guys, so there's the KHL and there's the MHL. The MHL is where they usually put the teenagers because the KHL, they just straight up won't play you. Demidov special, man. Habs with more goal scoring next year, yikes. They do need another centerman, though. If I were the Habs, to answer that question from earlier, I would go like, hey, what's Brock Nelson want to make? Let's up it by 10%. Can we get him to play here? I know he's American. Can he come and play in Canada? Because, man, you need a centerman like that. He's killer. Oh, time check. 12:57, by the way, 12:57. And I'm going to clap here. Okay? All right, here we go. Clapping. Nope. Ref is going to warn the other guy. Boom. Ref dropped the puck. Thank God. Oh, no, he's calling it back because life isn't fair. All right. Gonna clap again. Again, 12:55 is what we're looking for on the clock. All right, here we go. I'm dancing. This is me dancing. I'm hearing the music from inside the arena. That girl is poison. All right, ready? Face off. Boom. 12:53 left in the second period. Man, I'm so glad we got to see the linesman fake drop the puck. It's my favorite thing. I'm going to start creating a bingo card of annoying shit you see during an NHL game and just see how many times we can get bingo on it. I think it'd be hilarious. Bubby says stripes on top. Damn. Yo, man, the stripes, they're on their game tonight. Okay, Domi with the defensive zone faceoff win. He's been winning a lot more faceoffs lately than, and he's always been okay in the faceoff drop or the faceoff dot, but this year, even 50, but lately he's been winning a lot more. Domi's just been on his game. Robertson drops for Domi. Domi is on absolute rockets. Nice pass over to McMahon. Really great vision. McMahon just can't corral it, but this line keeps making stuff happen. Just needs some shots on the net. Shoot, McCabe, shoot! Score! No! It went off the damn post. Jake McCabe's going to score tonight, damn it. Oh! Matthews off the post, McCabe off the post. My goodness. Marner in. Nyes is unable to get the puck. Wow. Man, I feel bad for Jake McCabe. I thought that was going in, baby. Oh. Nyes 2-on-1 with Tanev. Matthew, you got to shoot that puck, buddy. Shoot that puck. That was a bad pass. Shoot it. Always shoot it. Get the rebound. Always shoot it. Canadian Girl 83, new marketing strategy for SDPN bingo cards. I'm actually serious. Cassie says, future Penguin Marner. Dubas loves his guys. It's pretty well known, at least in Penn circles. Mitch was really excited to play with Sid in the Four Nations. I mean, yeah, straight up. Who wouldn't be pumped to play with Sid? Listen, nothing would surprise me with Mitch Marner. I was told in no uncertain terms the other week, this guy is going to free agency, and he's going to test. So he's going to test. So why not? And Kyle puts together a very compelling presentation, let's say. And I honestly think Marner really changes what the Penguins can be, right? It just gives them so many more options and gives them a new superstar. So in order to build around. So yeah, I could see it. I could totally see it. To be honest with you, it's like I really have no gut feel on this. I thought coming into this season, like they'll get an extension done. Now, it's not that I don't think that they will. It's like I just don't think the guy knows. Like I think his wife is about to give birth here in the next few months. I think he's focused on that. And then he's going to have to make a call. And you know what? He deserves it. He's earned it. He earned the last contract. Whether or not you agree with the last contract, he got it. The Leafs gave it to him. And he's earned free agency. And he's been spectacular this season. Lee Canam says, Marner to free agency? Blue Jays interested. Stop. So Hayden says Marner and Crosby together doesn't scare him. Probably because they have similar play styles. But Marner-Malkin scares him. And if you have a healthy Evgeny Malkin and Mitch Marner, yikes, dude. Yikes. Cassie says Pens also have the cap after the deadline to fit him in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think, listen, if Marner leaves and the Leafs don't have an answer, I think that they do what any smart NHL franchise does. And they leave some cap space because you never know when a Mikko Rantanen situation can arise, right? Where a team's like, listen, we can't keep him. He's a free agent. We got to figure something out here. So you do like what the Avs did, the reverse like Dallas here, and you grab Mikko Rantanen in a trade, or you wait for 2026 and get Connor McDavid, or at least try. I think if Connor McDavid, the best player in the world, is coming up as available, and like half the NHL doesn't save $20 million on their cap just to see what he might do, I think you should be charged with dereliction of duty. Like, Matthew's spinorama. Matthew, nice. I'll come back to that point in a second. I couldn't spit it out. It was like, Matthew, nice. I get that mixed up all the time. Nice, muscling in that corner. 9:11 left in the second period. Tanev from the point. Oh, nice little tip. Come on, get that rebound, boys. McCabe, Marner. Oh, slows it down. Man, the Avs are collapsing in on the Leafs defense. Leafs all over them. Matthews shot. It goes off of Blackwood's gloves. Boy, did they really forced that McKinnon line. That was a great shift by your top line if you're a Leaf fan. Terrible shift by your top line if you're an Avs fan. And the Leafs followed that up by freaking icing it. My God. If Marner left in free agency, would he be treated the same way as Tavares was in New York? No, because I think Islanders fans felt like, because Tavares hadn't made up his mind either, and the Islanders could have traded Tavares, but he said, no, I'd like to stay. And what you do if you're the Islanders in that instance is go, yeah, that's great, but you haven't signed an extension, so we're trading you. But they didn't do that. They didn't have the balls to do it. And it burned them because Tavares tested free agency. He got a $13 million a year offer from San Jose. So even if he had said no to the Leafs, he was going to go to San Jose. And he'd still be there now. And I think that the Islanders were a terribly run organization at that point. Lou Lamoriello had just showed up. So, oh, shoot. Whoa, man, he does the splits and saves it. Puck is out. Man, what a wild period. There's 8 minutes left in the second period, guys. So no, I don't think Marner would be treated that way. I think Marner is one of this franchise's regular season all-time greats. Obviously, we know that everybody has struggled in the playoffs, but I would say that he gets a round of applause when he comes back. Maybe a few boos from salty people, but I just don't think you do that. Like, the guy, you can't fault the guy for not trying. He always tried. Charlottetown Spud, if Oilers go out in round 1, does McDavid leave? Well, I think that the Oilers have another season to show McDavid what they can do. What I don't understand about the McDavid situation is year after year after year with Ken Holland, it's like, well, you can't buy every year at the deadline. Boston Bruins do. Every year up until this one, the Boston Bruins bought at the deadline. And this, I remember the year they got, is it Anthony Mantha? No, Andreas Athanasiou for like a couple second round picks or something. Like, that was the best they could do. Now, that was the COVID year, but I'm like, guys, you have Connor McDavid and he's 25. Do it. Just go and spend. Who cares? And they just never did. And then this year, they're like, goaltending is not an organizational priority. And their goaltending's under, like, it's a sub 900. Well, we can't find any real upgrades. Then you're not doing your job. Do your job. What are you paid millions of dollars to? Oh, it's to make your team better. Oh, but it's hard. Oh, that's crazy. Isn't that what the money's for? Anyway, I get annoyed with the Oilers when they say that, because it's like, and if I were Connor, I would get really annoyed. Now, they did upgrade their defense. I love the Jake Wallman trade because I think Jake Wallman rocks. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it depends on what they do this summer. And frankly, I have nothing against Stuart Skinner or Cal Pickard, but and Stuart Skinner got them all the way to the finals, and Cal Pickard started some games, but we forget, like, Stuart Skinner was bad at certain points, and they had to put Calvin Pickard in against the Vancouver Canucks last year. That's your tandem. It's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. So yeah, anyway, that's just how I feel. So yeah, no, if they go out in the first round this year, it depends on what they do this summer, and then at trade deadline, how the team performs. Long story short. Richard Narayan. Any worry about the Leafs defense and goaltending? They have allowed more goals than the Oilers. No, I'm not as worried. I think that's an interesting stat, aggregate wise. I guess I don't even know what would explain that, but I actually think the Leafs defense has been better this year. By the way, the deserve to win a meter in this game through the first period, despite the shots being 12-4, was squarely in the Leafs' favor. Not that anyone pays attention to those seriously, but they are kind of fun. And, like, I don't know, kind of hilarious. Oh, 5 gifted subs from Inamo Jalapeno, who I actually met in London, who was extremely nice and full of energy. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, yeah, I think what the Oilers do next season will determine everything, and I think they will be all the way in next season. We'll see how they do. I mean, McDavid's former agent is the president. His junior coach is the coach. Like, they could not have done more to keep him. So if he doesn't go, or if he does go, it'll be because he wants out. But I think it'll be very hard for him to leave Leon behind. I mean, he is best friends with him. Their wives are best friends. There's a lot of personal considerations too. They have that crazy block color black and white house in Edmonton that was an Architectural Digest. It's quite nice. People were hating on it, but I thought it was nice. Wall gets run over by Natchez. No call on that. A little weird. That is goaltender interference. Here comes here comes Morgan Riley, and Avs break it up. Oh, nice little play there by Nylander to break up the play. Nylander with a little good, what they call a hashtag good stick. A good stick. By the way, kids, can you throw a few likes on the chat? Be super de-duper. 5:45 left in the second, by the way. Leafs kind of a little on their heels, although there have been some good points, really good points in this second period. I'm bummed they've hit 2 posts. I'm a little bummed, and I'm being a bit of a homer here, that they let in that goal in the power play. Not just because it tied the game, but because their PK had such a great game against Calgary. I know Calgary doesn't score a lot of goals, but still, I would say that it would be nice if they could get that kind of confidence against a team like the Avalanche, who are just so good. Lisa says, my stream is very behind. Lisa, I'm going to align streams with you, so you can pause me if you want to, and then you can align me with your stream. I'm going to give you the time here in a second, and I'm going to give you a clap, kind of like a director's, like, okay, 5:13 left in the second period. Okay, that's the time we're at right now. And then I'm going to give you a clap here when they do the face-off. All right, here we go. Come on, Stripes, drop the puck. Let's go. Nope. He's going to hold his hand up in the air so everybody sees him. Drop the puck. Stripes. There we go. Holy smokes. Wow. Oh, hey, what's up, Diane Skiersey? Thank you, Diane, for the 10 gifted STPN memberships. You are an all-star, and we really appreciate you. And everybody thank Diane. Everybody got a free membership. Make sure you thank Diane, and please enjoy the STP VIP episodes. Next one, Friday morning, available to you. Who else do we have here? Jorge says, is it too early to talk about, to question the Scott Laughton edition? Yes, it is. I think he's got a tough gig. They're basically developing a line around him. Him and Yarncroke have not been here all season. Lorentz has, and they've basically thrown them together and said, guys, you've got 20 games left to get some character and some chemistry. Wow. Leafs falling everywhere. I think we're finally going to get a penalty call. Who's going to the box? Both players? Oh, so Tavares picked up the wrong stick. So Parker Kelly punches him in the face, drops the stick. Tavares sort of takes him down, and then Kelly grabs it. Man, these refs suck. These refs are so fucking bad. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They can't drop the puck, and they can't call a proper penalty. By the way, during the playoffs, none of that gets called. Why are we calling it tonight? Back to 4-on-4. This is going to be the second 4-on-4. Random thought for the pod over the summer. Have you ever thought about reading Reddit stories or something? No, we haven't. We haven't. Mick says Laughton and Carlo were a disaster trade. I'm calling it. Mick, you are absolutely 1,000% on your own on the Carlo one. His expected goals, Morgan Riley's expected goal, everything, all the stats, every advanced stat you can look at for Brandon Carlo has been positive since coming here. I'm not sure what game you're watching, my friend. Scott Laughton, you might have an argument. It's not great yet, but it takes some time. Diane says, as a Canes fan, I really miss Nietzsche. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Oh, Cal says zebras are clowns. Get it? Because they're refs. Losers. No, I'm kidding. They have a hard job. They have a hard job. James Stemler, looks like shoppers in a slippery parking lot out there tonight. Yeah, there was a lot of diving around that net. Just flying around. BB says, is that exposed brick? BB, why do you think it's my studio? Huh? Corrupted says 500 likes for grippers. No. 1,000 likes for grippers, and then we'll talk. Drew has been texting our group chat like out of his mind. And he's really upset with Jared Bednar putting Brock Nelson on the wing. The lines are weird tonight for the Avs. I have to agree with him. It's strange what they're doing. I guess he's just not liking what he's seeing. So 4-on-4. It's like overtime, but not really. 4:03 left, by the way, in the second period. Here comes Nathan McKinnon. Tanev on him. You know what Nathan McKinnon does? No matter how bad the shot is, he just goes, I'm going to put it on the net, see what happens. And things happen. He's got 103 points. Listen to him. Oh, nice pass by Matthews to Marner. But all 4 Avs are back, and no Leafs join him. No Leafs join him. Nobody. So they kind of dump it, give it back. Fart. Come on, guys. So Colorado seems to be ragging it a lot. I'm not really sure why. It's like a slow, boring 4-on-4. Nylander tries to make the turnover. It's Nyes and Nylander who are out there. I'm assuming they're not expecting a faceoff. So Woll makes the save. 4-on-4. 3. So if you're aligning streams, exactly 3 minutes to go. Exactly 3. Oh, look, Jesse texted our group chat and said, these refs haven't been very good. He's right. They're trash. They're garbage. And he's at the game. He's watching it in person. All right. Oh, this is rough. So Luke Fox just tweeted, Maple Leafs fourth line out attempted 10-0. Berube drops Holmberg with Lorentz and Lott and brings Yarncroke up with Tavares Nylander. Man, you know what? Whoever said that thing about Lawton earlier, they're still trying to find a spot for him. That's rough. Sometimes it takes some time. You never know. He could score an overtime face-off for overtime winner. I hope one day. Man, McKinnon just makes stuff happen. He's like a one-man chance creating machine out there. Unreal. Unreal player. And look at what's happened with Drouin's career since he's come to Colorado. Just completely revived it playing with Nate Dogg. Gotta love that respect. Both guys are out of the box. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the second period. I think I forgot to give you guys a clap on that last faceoff, but you'll have to forgive me. So Lawton out there with McMahon and Robertson. Bizarre. Here's McMahon. Oh, can't find Robertson. The Leafs have tried that several times. There you go. Morgan Riley tried to do a stretch pass to Robertson, which he would have had to catch, but the Avs defender got it first. 90 seconds left to go in the first period. Boy. Leafs are kind of standing still here. There you go. There's Lawton and glove pass. 1 minute, 8 seconds left to go in the second period, kids. Man, Makar just walked him there. Ugh. Listen, I'm trying. I said this on a stream. People who come into my streams all the time, when we were talking pre-trade deadline, I was like, I don't know that Lawton is the answer. I said it several times. You guys heard it. I said, if he comes here, he's going to be my guy. So I am rooting for Scott Lawton. But he's got to find his place in the lineup here soon. There just isn't the time. So need to figure that one out. 48 seconds to go here. Avs with the play again. They've dominated the last 5 minutes of this period. Do not allow them to score in the last 40 seconds here. Mitch, get your stick. Mitch, get your stick. Oh, the Avs throw his stick out of the zone. That absolutely should have been a penalty, by the way. You should not be allowed to do that. Mitch can't do anything out there right now. No stick. Oh, wow. Joseph Woll gets creamed by a falling body of Chris Tanev. I think it's worth mentioning again that Colorado threw Mitch Marner's stick out of the zone. He's going to give the refs an earful. 5 seconds to go. If the Leafs get through this, God bless them. There you go, Mitchell. Nice play. Yeah, watch. Mitch is pissed, and he should be. He should be pissed. Man, brick wall. Gotta love it. Mitch is, look at him. He's so exhausted he can't even yell at the ref. Watch this. Okay, so first off, what a save by Woll. Oh, my God. I want them to show the Marner stick thing. And then another, oh, that's just insane. McKinnon in that close. And then look at this. Mitch with a great play on Makar. Great play to break that up. Never out of it. Never out of it. Aaliyah says, how are the refs so bad? Oh, it's because of the refs. Cassie says, Florida has lost 3 or 4 games since I cursed them. You are welcome. The Leafs loss must have been repayment for it. Yeah, maybe. I need the Panthers to keep losing, please. All right. Hey, so Hayden, what do we got? Oh, okay. So how long is that one? All right. So here's the deal, guys. We're going to chat here for a little bit, a couple minutes, and then we are going to play some highlights from the WHL, from the big dub, as we call it. I'm so excited for these videos, by the way. Steve's doing a great job with them. Drew, as poor as his food takes are, his editing skills are A+. And man, it's so cool that WHL is allowing us to do it. It's wicked. I love it. So you're going to see some of the best players in the dub. In the meantime, we need to talk about that period for a second. So recapping it, Leafs get a goal. Avs get a goal. Leafs look dominant for most of it. Avs look dominant towards the end. I would say that the Carlo penalty was insanely bad. The Tavares penalty was also stupid. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I mean, you just got to win the game. This is, though, 2 really good teams holding each other up. These are high-scoring, high-flying teams, or at least the Leafs used to be high-scoring. And they're stopping each other from being what they ideally are, which means you're having a good game. This is what a good game feels like. When your team isn't dominating another great team and they're not dominating your team the entire game, that's what a good game is. Back and forth. Back and forth. Yeah. In the chat, can our defenders stop trying to kill Woll? I don't think they're trying to kill him. They might, though. They might. You got to stop knocking your own goalie. Joseph Woll, he's back. He playoff form. All right? Jason Smith says, your goalie has been great, but whatever happens, Avs have kicked the crap out of Toronto process-wise for basically 5 full periods. Yes and no. I will give you that process-wise, the Leafs were super bad last Saturday. But I think the first period was, if you go just based on shots, I don't think that tells the full story. I think shot attempts were better. I think that they were relatively even in terms of their play. And then in most of the second period, the Leafs were the better team. Maybe I'm a homer. That's what I think. Let's see how they do in the third. Barney says, I suppose there'll be no rant tonight. From whomst? Me? About what? Also, you know what? Let's play the WHL clips. Come check out the greatest clips in the WHL as presented by some guy named Steve Dangle. He's up and coming. Hopefully it works out for him.
We're back already. That's a big dub. Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Big Dub, where we take a look at the best from around the WHL, that's the Western Hockey League, over the past week. And this is less than a week from the last one. The NHL trade deadline happened, we were very busy. And I regret to inform you, this week we start with what must be a mistake. It's a great goal, you're gonna love it. It involves Berkeley Catton, who was selected 8th overall in the NHL draft just this past June to the Seattle Kraken. And Andrew Crystal, who's a 2nd round pick of the Capitals from a couple years ago. There seems to be a problem. Well, it says here that Crystal began his season with the Kelowna Rockets. And he was traded to the Spokane Chiefs, and he's played 25 games there. I believe you. It's just the problem, it says he scored 63 points in those 25 games. That's obviously a mistake. It's right!
Fires it to the side. Catton through the middle. Loop back to the blue line. Trying to get away from Newman. Does. To Crystal. Catton back door, and he scores. Crystal with the CAI pass finds Catton. And with 4 seconds left in the power play,
what? How are these guys allowed on the same team? Between the Kelowna Rockets and the Spokane Chiefs, which he is now a member of, Andrew Crystal has, it says here, 123 points. And here's Berkeley Catton sitting at a paltry 106 in 53 games. Pick up your game! Those two guys being on the same team is preposterous. As you can see here on this play. Catton's just doing spins. It should be accompanied by ballroom music. And whatever that thing, like that part is the best part. That is clinical. You'd think these guys have been playing together forever, not part of a season. This might not surprise you, but Crystal and Catton actually are 1 and 2 in the WHL in scoring since the trade deadline. The WHL trade deadline, that is, obviously, not like a week ago. Crystal has 63 points and Catton has 59 in 25 games. Completely absurd. Goodness gravy gracious, Berkeley Catton and Andrew Crystal. That is a big dub. For our next highlight, I'm sorry, this is actually a hockey highlight show. This is baseball.
Across, Cousins to the front, and it hit a stick on the way. Now bounce to the front of the goal. It's in! A bouncer in front of the net, and Caden Price got a hack at it, and the Hurricanes answer right back.
Oh, wow. Wait, no, wrong video. Big dub! Caden Price, another Seattle Kraken draft pick, just like Berkeley Catton, scores a goal that I had to see twice before I even understood it. The puck is in mid-air. He's got to reach around to smack it, and he smacks it perfect. There's another guy who began his season with the Kelowna Rockets, except Caden Price ended up with the Lethbridge Hurricanes. And that's his 3rd goal since joining the Hurricanes, bringing his season total to 9. Probably his nicest? Definitely his baseballiest. Caden Price of the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Big dub. For our next highlight on Big Dub, let's stick with the theme of dudes who are playing on their 2nd team this season. Except, the forwards have had enough. Let's bring on the goalies. Daniel Hauser, this is absurd.
Yakimchuk and then pass picked off by Gavin. He's got a break to the Calgary net. Swing pass shot. Save made by Hauser. A wonderful save by the Hitman goaltender off of Jackson Jacobson. The lead is still 1.
You saw the save, so what I'm about to say won't surprise you. Daniel Hauser has been nearly unbeatable this season. Literally, in that he's only been beaten 3 times. As in, he's only been beaten 3 times since joining the Calgary Hitmen. 18-3 is his record as a Hitman goaltender with a .929 save percentage. Doing the full splits, throwing his glove behind. I can't even get him all the way around. Sitting here on a yoga ball. That's right, you thought I sat on a chair this whole time. It's been a yoga ball. I'm watching that going, where have I seen this before? And the only thing that reminds me of it at all is Andrei Vasilevsky. Hauser finished less than a period away from setting the WHL shutout record, as in minutes in a string. And coming so close to that record but falling short has not affected him on account of he has won 8 straight games. Daniel Hauser of the Calgary Hitmen. Big dub. For our next highlight, you know what? Let's stick with the goalies. And I would tell you which team he's been drafted to, except he hasn't been drafted. He's still only 17, doesn't turn 18 until the end of April. But you wouldn't know it looking at this save. Here's WHL and Vancouver Giants rookie Burke Hood.
Now, Komet's right circle. That's blocked by Howell. Held in the Giant zone. Vallis working up high. Trying to move in now. Vallis with a good burst at the side. What a glove save from Hood. Oh, spectacular. Robs Riley Height. That was tremendous.
Do you know how hard I'm punching the air if that happens to me? It would never happen to me. I can barely lift the puck. But that's an impressive save. Burke Hood has a 17-12-6 record this season with a .908 save percentage. But he's even more impressive than that. Since January 1st, Hood has a .929 save percentage, which is 3rd best among starters in the entire WHL. Again, I'm going to remind you, he's a 17-year-old rookie. Outrageously absurd snag. Burke Hood. That's a big dub. Now, that save was so good that I felt bad for the Prince George Cougars. Maybe you felt bad for them. Feel bad for them no more, because they're our next highlight. Borja Vallis just signed a brand new contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but he's still playing in the WHL. Here he is as a 1 one-man army. This solo effort is nuts.
Diving effort by Smith, unable to hold the zone. Vallis aggressively ahead. Vallis strips it clean from Hamill. Vallis scores. Boria Vallis picks the pocket of Caden Hamill and tucks it through the legs of Legault. And a backbreaker of a goal for Boria Vallis.
I'm sorry. I don't think he is, but I'm sorry. What do you do to stop that? How? The man's got 33 goals this season in 62 games. That adds to his 78 points on the campaign. Just casually turning defense into offense. Thank you. Drive the net. Nasty move. Shovel it in. Boria Vallis. That is stupendous. And a big dub. You know what? I'm a very thematic guy. Let's stay with the theme of big cats. We had the Cougars. How about the Medicine Hat Tigers? Watch this solo effort. Watch these mesmerizing hands on Ryder Ritchie.
Takes his time with it. Left point. Dohaniak holds. Shot blocked. Rebound gets past Dohaniak out to center. Now he loses the puck. 2-on-1. Ritchie, right circle, toe drag in front, backhand deke, scores. Are you kidding me? A tremendous goal by Ryder Ritchie makes it 4-0.
That's disgusting. I think, are we going to get demonetized? That's pretty good. It's decent of Ryder Ritchie. In fact, it's so good, and people thought that last year, they thought that he was good enough to pick in the second round, 45th overall. Some of you were sitting there like, is it my team? Well, it is if you cheer for the Minnesota Wild, yeah. Career high in nearly everything this season. Career high in goals with 28. Almost a career high in assists. He needs 4 more. And a career high in points with 59. The man is a toe drag machine. Ryder Ritchie. Big dub. For our next highlight, I want to shout this guy out because this dude plays. He's played 51 games in back-to-back WHL seasons as a goalie. That's 102 games over the past 2 years, if you're keeping track. 54 of those have been wins, by the way, and counting. Max Hildebrandt with the glove.
Back to the top, it gets by a man, and now Norrie trying to pull away. Cameron Norrie, in on goal, stop, rebound, Cousins, oh, what a stop! Max Hildebrandt, you've got to be kidding me!
How many times tonight already has he bailed out his defenseman?
Kid's sick. With a 29-16-5 record this season, good luck beating him. With a .916 save percentage this season, good luck beating him. The Martinsville, Saskatchewan product plays, saves, and wins. It's what he does. 139 appearances for the Prince Albert Raiders so far. Max Hildebrandt, that's a big dub. You know what? We've had a lot of glove saves in this one. I want to give you just one more. He was a 7th round pick of the Tampa Bay Lightning in this past draft, 206th overall. But maybe we should put some respect on Harrison Menigan. Check this out.
He takes a look, comes to the slot himself, holds on to it. Right side, Lynn shoots. What a save by Menigan! Are you kidding me? A perfect setup for a one-timer from Keeneland Lind, bottom of the right circle, but Harrison Menigan hasn't been busy tonight, but he just wowed the fans here at the Century with that save.
Shades of Jordan Binnington at the Four Nation face-off, dude. That's why it's in here. Because I just want to remind everyone that happened. Canada! Canada! And that's a big save for the Surrey, BC goalie. 19-19-2 record on the season. Sparkling Harrison Menigan. Big dub. So, what'd you think of this week's edition of Big Dub? We're getting used to it. We're starting. We've done 2 in 5 days. But if you're a big WHL fan, or you just want to watch some good hockey because it's good to watch hockey, let us know how we can get better. We're always looking to get better. And if you've seen an incredible play that you think's a big dub, let me or producer Drew know. We're not hard to find. For now, that is it for this week's edition of Big Dub. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. The WHL, it's where the big dubs are.
Hayden, Hayden, can you do me a favor? I missed the entire headline segment, but apparently they're talking about the All-Star game. And we talked about it a lot on the show today, and it's weird that they're doing it because essentially the NHL is forcing all the NHL stars to go to the All-Star game because all the flights to Europe, to Milan, leave from New York that they've chartered for the Olympics. So they're like, people are like, yeah, the NHL players aren't going to go to the All-Star game. Well, actually, the NHL did something fun and cool. They said, let's do the All-Star game in New York, and so you'll have to go. Now, Hayden, what did Elliot Friedman have to say that I missed because I was eating sushi, which actually ended up being a lot better than I thought it was going to be? I'm throwing around new ideas to make the All-Star game. Well, good. Well, you know what blows my mind when they're like, "Oh, Four Nations was so good. We've raised the bar." Guys, did you ever watch your own product? No, you didn't because you were at it. But you never sat down afterwards and said, "Is this actually a good TV show?" This is the thing with the draft too. Like the reason it's taken so long for the draft to change is because the ratings are so crap, they can't ignore it anymore. They're looking at the NBA and the NFL ratings for their drafts and going, man, we can't get anywhere close to our aggregate side of like our like what the NHL would be compared to what those guys are. Nothing. Why? Because none of these guys sit back and watch it and go, "Is this a good television show?" It's a television show. I keep stressing this. It's a television show. Is it entertaining? Right? And so the All-Star game has been bad for 25 years. The format has been in use for 70 or 80 years. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. There are very few buildings around from 70 years ago. There are almost no cars around from 70 years ago. There are very few appliances today that were basically the same outside of like your household lamp that they were 70 or 80 years ago. Why are we taking a format, which is All-Star, that's 70 or 80 years old? This is an old idea, and expecting it to be new and fresh every year. It's not. It sucks. What was suggested, though, and I thought this was a really interesting one by Greg Wyshynski, was do you do a under 23 sort of like best of the rookie class or best young guns game, like a 3-on-3, like a tourney or something like that? And then do you do a like a skills competition with some of the biggest stars on the second day? That I could do. An All-Star game this year for the players are going to be a little bit less of a party, especially if they're going to the Olympics, because they're going to be prepping for the Olympics. Usually when they play at the All-Star game, they're all hungover, right? That's why it sucks. I think ultimately, it's it's funny too, just as an aside, if you're not an All-Star and you're not at the Olympics, you essentially are going to get like 4 weeks off in the middle of the season. There's going to be a lot of rested depth players this time next year. Going to be weird. Anyway, I'm glad that they're finally considering it. Diane says, interesting fact, next season, North Carolina will be the only state to have an NHL, AHL, ECHL, SPHL, FPHL team. Can you name the teams? Well, no, I can't. No, I can't. I can't. Steve, that is a question. Oh, okay. So Steeson ended or answered it. It's the Hurricanes, the Rochester Big Rains, the Charlotte No. No, I can't name all those teams. I bet Steve could name 3 of them. 3 of them. Hayden, can we look those teams up? I would like to know what they are. So Carolina, North Carolina, NHL, AHL, ECHL, SPHL, and FPHL. That's cool. Tiller says thoughts on Utah being named the Mammoth instead of Latter-day Skates. That's funny. Man, it's times like that when I read a comment, I'm like that, and I'm like, why can't the internet be more like what he just? Why can't it be a competition for how funny and smart everybody is? Why does it have to be a competition of how homicidally lunatically right wing we have to be? It's crazy what's happened. Every once in a while, though, the internet's like, here's what it could be. Woo. That was very funny. The Latter-day Skates. I love it. All right. 19:35 left in the third period. Burps McGurps, do you think the Rantanen and Granlund trades plus Wyatt Johnson extension will win Jim Nill GM of the year for the third time in a row? Man, it's really hard. You know what? His competition is going to be Chris McFarland. And I think because I don't know who decides that. I think it's the writers. If it's the writers, then I think they'll do what writers do, which is no, it can't be the same guy 3 years in a row. It has to be someone else. Otherwise, I'm not cool. So I think it'll be Chris McFarland, but Jim Nill is absolutely going to be nominated, and he should be. All right, here are all the Carolina teams. Go ahead, Hayden. So Carolina Hurricanes NHL. Charlotte Checkers AHL. Greensboro Gargoyles. What a great name for a team. The Chicklets own that team. Oh, that's cool. Okay, good for them. FPHL Carolina Thunderbirds. SPHL is the Huntsville Havoc. Wow. Those are all great names. Shout out to North Carolina coming up with great sports names. None of those teams are named the Wildcats. I feel like they missed an opportunity. Nobody's ever been named a Wildcat ever. Oh, Nietzsche's out to the point. Don't start the period this way. Don't you do it. Where is the puck? Where is it? Oh, there he goes. William Nylander's got it. He gets it broken up. Oh, man. Where the hell was that? How did that happen? That was bizarre. Yeah, even the announcers and the broadcast are like, yeah, I've never seen that. That's okay. Well. What delicious Brad coffee. Big cup of Brad. So delish. So nutrish. I have to be honest. I elevated our coffee game at STPN. Jesse was in charge, and he bought the worst coffee I've ever tasted in my life. Nick Robertson's going to the box for what? Oh, it's too many men. Are you freaking kidding me, guys? Come on. Man, at one point in the game, the shots were 18-15. Now it's 30-15. Come on, guys. There's just an offensive impotence sometimes with this team that's like you just can't square it. It's crazy. Anyway, we've upped our coffee game because I complained. Sometimes you got to be the squeaky wheel, you know? By the way, let's throw some Hayden stats at you. 7 of the last 10 matchups between these teams have had a combined 8 goals. Not tonight. Not yet. Cale Makar leads all NHL defensemen with 78 points this year. He has 25 goals. To put that into perspective, Cale Makar with 25 goals. Toronto's rostered defensemen have combined for 18 goals this year. And oh my God, Joseph Woll, thank God. Thank God for you. Matthews flips the puck out. 1:15 left in the power play. Oh, Cassie gave me a couple big super chats. Sorry, Cassie, I'll give it to you 1 second. Cassie, I will get to you after this power play. I promise. And I know there's another super chat in there too. 17:22 left in the third. 52 seconds left on the power play. These are two good teams. The Leafs, last 10 minutes I haven't loved. Oh, it hits the ref. Boo. Oh, here we go. All right, thank you, ref. Scores! Steven Lorenz with an absolute rocket! He can't believe it. We can't believe it. Lorenz it, baby. Lorenz and repeat. Woo! Let's go. Short-handed. Boo, you suck. Hiss. You suck, Stripes. Man, that was awesome. Good for Steven Lorenz, and he took the damn shot. He didn't pass. Shoot the puck, boys. Man, so the ref dove to get out of the way and dove into the puck. You suck. Hey, thanks so much for the assist, ref. Drew's probably just pissed at the game right now. Can you imagine what producer Drew's face looks like right now? Oh, he's probably so angry. Oh, it's probably beautiful. Oh, baby. Good for Lawrence. That was a great shot. Cassie, I'm still coming back to your super chats. 35 seconds to go. 2-1, good guys. 2-1, guys in blue. All right? That is the most hilarious of all hilarious goals I've ever seen. You know what? Usually that's the kind of goal that's scored against the Leafs, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it. I'm going to say we earned that. Being Leafs fans, being clowned on all the time, you can take some clown back with you, Colorado. Please don't score here. Please don't score here. Oh, man, that was probably going in, but he missed the net. Too bad. Sucks to suck. One shot for the Avs on that last power play. They've killed it now, the Leafs. One shot for the Leafs on that power play. I'll let you decide which shot was more successful. All right, now, Cassie, you ever have a moment where you're talking about your job and the reaction to a story and you realize that not everybody goes through this? And I have so many stories and I didn't realize how horrible they were. Yes, Cassie, definitely. And you don't know how horrible they sound until people outside of X-ray healthcare hear them. I think I straight up traumatized one of my friends earlier when I was talking about something I thought was cool and she looked horrified. I think when you work in a certain profession, like I have a friend who's a paramedic and she is one of the most positive, upbeat, lovely people you could ever meet. Her name's Jenna. Just a ray of sunshine. And Jenna sees some stuff every week that we could go our entire lives and never see. And yet she has the personal ability to, I don't know if you block it, deal with it, whatever. But whenever she tells us about it, we're like, holy mother of, how are you not on the floor in the fetal position right now? That's those people, man. Leif says, which one of you said 6? Steve, probably. True. Cassie says, anyway, I have a lot of crazy stories. Cassie, we are down for your crazy stories anytime you want to tell them. West Richard gifting 5 SDPN memberships, and the Leafs are up 2-1. Life is good, folks. Life is good. 14:53 left in the third. I'm going to do a clap at the next face-off. Domi line out there with Robertson. Oh, Kendra gifting 5. Thank you, Kendra. Oh, what a save! Joseph Wall. That's like vintage Brodeur Wah right there. Nice little glove save. Boom. Just a. All right. Ref with the primary assist. True that. Love you, Stripes. Thank you so much for that. Look at that save. Look at this. Boom. What a save. 14:40 left to go in the third period, kids. 14:40 left to go. Oh, Hayden asked a good question. What did being pulled by Berube do to Wool? It turned him into a god. A brick Wool god. He's been outstanding tonight. Like, really good. You know what helps in playoffs? Good goaltending. It's crazy. What a crazy story. Joseph Woll, I would say, is here we go. Matthews. Oh! But Joseph Woll, I think, is the best Leafs developed goaltender since Felix Botman. And yes, I put him above James Reimer. Sorry, Steve. I think he's the best one they've had. Cassie is proposing a VIP episode where it's her telling just normal stories that she thinks are normal and that me and Steve and Jesse feel are horrifying. Who says no? I think that would be funny. I'd be down. You know I'd be down. Meme Empress says, girl, I need pictures too. Oh my God. Now, if you want to send Steve off the deep end, let's do an episode like that. Riley to center. Robert Bet. Wall bricked up like a porn star. Who's bricked up in the chat? Oh no. Gets around Carlo, but Carlo stays with him because he's gigantic. He's CN Tower sized. He's 6'7" every damn time he steps on the ice, kids. Leafs are like a bit of a tire fire in their own zone. Benoit against two guys in, there we go, Tavares in to help him in the corner. Out to the point. There, Yarncroke collects the rebound. Benoit gets it out. Leafs are going to hopefully be able to make a change. Oh, Jack Drury. Oh. Okay, I'm not loving this for the Leafs. Not ideal. And it's flicked down the ice, and the Leafs ice it. Also not ideal. But I love all the bricked up emojis in the chat. Love you all. That's a bad icing. Sean says dumb icing. It is a dumb icing. Not a great icing. Not a great icing. They were just, you know? David Fitzpatrick, is Carlos 6'7" before or after the skates? Before. So he's close to like, he'd be what, 6'10"? What are they skates at? 2-3 inches? He's big. Fair to say he's big. And good, turns out. And not a crazy cap either. How about that? Love a cup of Brad here. Oh, shoot. That was a terrible giveaway. Oh, my God. What a save! Oh, my God. Joseph Wall. Oh, baby. What? First off, terrible giveaway. But without that terrible giveaway, we could never have had Joseph Wool absolutely robbing Brock Nelson. Oh, mama. Oh, why do they got to go to commercial breaks now? They better come back with a highlight pack of that. That was crazy. Cassie says, chat, I can DM Adam a story if you want. City and Magic 15. Why is Domi at center again? Easy question to answer. He's been very good in the last few games. Very, very good. And they've scored a lot of goals with him at center. Yo, Chad, are we bricked? Are we bricked up or what? Baby, what a monster. Lee says, I am clenched. I hope we're all clenching together. The playoffs are almost clenched. Oh, woo. Let's go. Wow. I gotta drink some coffee. Fresh cup of Brad. I wonder how Brad's feeling these days. Team looks good. Team looks bad. How do you think Brad feels? Emo Jalapeno. That last Avalanche game in London was such an emotional roller coaster. Holy moly. But this game is holy woly. Holy woly. Jeremy Ball says, not Adam asking 913 people if they're all bricked up. Listen, 944 people now watching, and not even half have liked it. Guys, where are the likes? Where's the like spike? Why aren't we slamming that like button? Why aren't we punishing that like button? Why aren't we punching that like button in the face? Click like, click subscribe. Do what SDPN says in the chat. All right, so they're showing the Lorenz goal. Like, monster. What a goal. Can we see that Wool save again, please? Oh, Polestar electrifying play. That's a great little integration they do. Electric car, electric play. Love it. Love it for you, Sportsnet. Can we see the Wool save? I would like to see the baby. I would like to see the baby. Come on. David Owens just got here after work. How are they doing? Well, David, they're getting outshot to hell. They had a good first period, bad second period, but weirdly enough, the worse they get, the more they score. It's super weird. Wait till David sees the Lorenz goal for the first time. Here goes Matthews. Score! No! Did that hit the post too? Oh, blocker save. Okay. Wow. Matthews has been all over tonight with the scoring chances. Damn. I desperately wanted that goal to go in. James says, still think the deserve to win a meter is in the Leafs' favor, Adam? I do not. In fact, I know it's not. I think their deserve to win a meter rating was like 35% in the second period. In the first period, it was like 60%, which is strange because they outshot the Avs in the second period and were outshot by the Avs in the first. But again and again, Adam Wylde, unsung hero of STPN. Shout out from Nova Scotia. Love you guys. Keep up the content. Going out on your own. Good job. But Wool tonight, holy God, playoffs versus Tampa flashback. True that. True that. By the way, shout out Nova Scotia. Lived in Halifax for a year. Probably my favorite year. I absolutely love Nova Scotia. Yep. Give it. The deserve to win meter currently sits at 68% in favor of Les Avalanches. So I would say that the Avs are outplaying the Leafs officially. If the deserve to win meter says it, it must be true. Dylan Reynolds. Hi, Adam. Do you think the Florida Panthers or Tampa Bay Lightning will win the cup? Oh boy, they're both really good. Tampa is a sleeping giant. As much as I hate to say it, I want them to go away forever. I think based on health, Tampa's got a really interesting chance here because Marchand's not that healthy for Florida. Kachuk's really not healthy. That injury is pretty serious, and I'm not kidding. Like it's not a good injury. And this is a man who played in the finals with a broken pelvis. So I'm not talking shit when I say he's very hurt. I don't know how much of Kachuk you're going to get. So if I'm a betting man and you want to go safe, I would say the chances are Tampa goes to the finals. But I think they're going to be in hard. Like, look, the West teams are better this year. I think Florida's really good. I think Tampa's really good. I think Capitals are really good. I think Toronto's been a little wobbly lately, so I don't put them quite in that category. Vegas are always Vegas. Colorado has remade their franchise this year, and they look amazing. Dallas, I don't think anybody's got a better forward group in the entire NHL, but their defense stinks without Miro Heiskanen. They need to upgrade it a little bit over the summer. Yeah, those would be the three kind of. And then, of course, the Jets. The Jets are a win away from 100 points. It's just crazy, Matthews, who has been real good tonight. This is the Matthews you want and the Matthews you need. There's a confident man. Oh, here we go. Oh, my God. What a setup to Matthew Nyes. And somehow either he missed. Oh, shot to Matthews. Oh, baby. Mackenzie Blackwood. Wow. Great plays there. I told you Matthews is on tonight. Cassie says, okay, but every time I hear you say Wool, I hear Wool because of the way you guys pronounce his name. And that's how I pronounce in a Yinzer accent. That's right. What do you in the Pennsylvania accent? It's like Coca-Cola, right? Or, you got to put that beer down on the thing to help me lift this. Put it down. I love a Yinzer accent. That was real close, by the way. James Cuff says Heiskanen missing the whole first round, or likely missing the whole first round, is huge for the Stars, especially if they're playing the Avs. I know. That's something if you're Colorado, you got to take advantage of. That's a crazy injury. That sucks. And then if he is actually that injured, if he comes back in the second round, what are the chances he's fully healthy? You know what I mean? Like, who comes back in the playoffs and is like, I am 100%? Never happens. You're like 60%, 70% max. It's not great. Backyard Basketball Association says disagree. Avs have just as good a depth with McKinnon. The Stars just don't have a superstar. Okay, I'm gonna have to politely disagree with you there. Mikko Rantanen is a superstar, and he used to be an Av. I'm cheering for a Dallas, Colorado first round. Like Mikko versus the Avs, it would be sick. You're telling me guys like Jason Robertson, Rupe Hintz, and Mikko Rantanen are not equal to where is it? Lehkonen, McKinnon, Nietzsche. Now, if Landeskog comes back and he's good, let's talk. But you're severely underrating the top talent on Dallas. Leif Olstead, Yinzer accent. Where's urinating tree when you need him? LMAO. True. Tampa had that time where Kucherov came off LTIR and came back for the playoffs and won the cup. Yeah, but that was for cap reasons. Like, he was ready to go a month before that, and we all knew it. But, like, I don't know. I think if they were to do it that blatantly again, they'd get dinged. But you have to be able to, and the NHL investigates this, you have to be able to prove the injury. Oh, what a save by Wall again. Crazy. You know, the thing about winning a game against the Avalanche is sometimes you gotta just win a game where you're under siege, and this seems like it. But you gotta win this game. These are the games you have to win. You will be under siege in the playoffs. You're going to play good teams. They are going to dominate you. You're going to dominate them. It's going to happen. Benoit with a shot. Oh, my God. Benoit with a real old school slapper there, which was nice to see. McMahon, go in front. Drive. Score. Graham wants to know, has Alan Walsh ever said something he wasn't supposed to and made you edit it out of the podcast? If it was, it would be like... It'd be like an or an ah or something like that. Or like it wouldn't be anything juicy. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Like, no. Alan is very careful. And he has to be, right? Like, the guy is, he's a trained lawyer. He's an agent. He can't be speaking out of school. He's got to be careful with this show. Yeah, Hayden says he's too good as an agent to let something like that slip. Exactly. Yeah, people are like, yo, like, what's he like behind the scenes? He's as the exact same person behind the scenes as he is on camera. Great guy. Really warm. All right. Out to the point. McCabe's had a great game, too. We got to give him that. 6:50 left in this game. It would be real nice if the Leafs just put in a dominant back half of the period here. Here you go, Mitch. Here you go, Mitch. Nice shot. This first line is starting to do some things. And I think it's because the Avs are cheating a little bit for offense. Cassie says, I'm working in New England right now, and someone asked me if I was from the South. I've never been more offended in my life. Apparently, they think we sound like Philly. Yeah, listen, Pittsburgh accents or that area of Pennsylvania, very unique. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look up a Yinzer, Ynzer. They're very funny accents. And by the way, people from Pittsburgh tend to be the nicest people. It's like going to the East Coast of Canada. All right. All right, let's go here. Let's go. Drop the puck, Ralph. Let's go. Come on. .6:28 left in the third period, kids. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Marner, Matthews, and Nyes out there. They've been making things happen. And I have to give, I want to say that I think the first line matchup against McKinnon tonight was important. .553 left in the third. I'm going to give you guys a clap. Oh, Marner's going to get a penalty. No? Oh, man, he didn't. Wow, he got away with one there. As much as I think it was a stumble, most refs would have called that. Marner makes a dive for it. Doesn't get it. The shot stick breaks. Wow, what a goofy set of events there. Wow. This game's been kind of goofy, right? Like, there's been a lot of diving around the net. There was the Lorentz goal. Marner losing his stick. It's been a little weird. Okay, so we got a chance to catch up here. Okay, guys. Joseph Woll. They win this game. He's got to be the first star. I think that's obvious. Joseph Woll is playing so well that A, this should give him all the confidence in the world going to the playoffs. B, it should give the Leafs confidence in, if Anthony Stolarz is their starter going to the playoffs, that Joseph Woll is absolutely a perfect backup should it not work out with Stolarz. C, Stolarz got to be thinking, boys, how do we get out from being under siege? I believe the Leafs are tired. I really do. But they have been home for a week. And look at that. They're playing better. And this is the first of 7 games in 11 nights. 7 games, 11 nights. That's a lot of games, man. Maybe they'll get a few breaks down the stretch, I guess. But we got a lot of hockey to watch, is what I'm saying. It's playoff-like. It's so nice to see Matthews back, too. Like, he's been great. Also, I'm looking at on the Leafs Twitter account that Steven Lorentz shot. What an unbelievable snipe! Like all the online discourse has been about how crazy it was that the ref helped the Leafs. Well, how about this snipe? Oh my god! Like it's one thing for the ref to do that with the puck and it bounce off him. Lorentz has to score that. Look at Matthews here. Killer. Oh, that was a good cup of Brad. All right. Hayden, I think I'm a little off center here. Just looking at myself. Do I move this way? Is that better? Yeah, there we go. Sorry, guys. Furfang says, excited for more Adam content. Adam Wylde and Jax. Oh, yeah. Jax and I launched our new show today. I'm very excited for you guys. Whoa! You can find that wherever you get your podcast. The Adam Wylde and Jax Show, where we talk about non-hockey things like entertainment. It's going to be a fun show. Does Jax like hockey? No. Jax is one of those people that spent all of her young years following her brother's hockey team around and doesn't like hockey at all. And would get super mad at Jesse and TJ and I, Jesse Blake and I especially, because we would come in after the Leafs lost in the playoffs and it would be absolute silence in the studio. We'd just be freaking miserable. And it was like 5:30 in the morning and she'd be looking at us like, guys, like, hello, we have a show to do. Stop being miserable, please. Anyway, check out the show. It's available on YouTube. Just search Adam Wylde and Jax. Okay. Man, Marty Nietzsche's has been pretty damn good tonight. The Avs are smart, eh? What a pickup that guy was. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. So I have a TV tray that holds up my laptop so I can see all your questions. And it just broke. So it's just going to have to sit there. That's a bit of a problem. Come on, TV tray. Don't break on me now. Oh, there we go. We fixed it. Yay. Oh! How did that not go in? Come on! Ah! The Leafs have had some good chances, man. Oh, my God. Billy Whitehead, Adam Wylde and Jax to STPN. Bit of an awkward fit, I think. Bit of an awkward fit. McMahon behind the net. There's Nylander. McMahon up with Nylander and Tavares because McMahon's played really well, and they're trying to get this Nylander-Tavares thing going. Holmberg has also been moved down. Help that fourth line out. There's Tavares. Behind the net, wrap around. Oh, he misses the wrap. McMahon is playing great with Nylander and Tavares. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the third period. I keep forgetting to clap for you guys. I apologize. I will clap. Joseph Woll with another great glove save. Brandon Carlo grabs whoever that Av is and goes, no, I'm bigger than you. I am your daddy. I am your mother. Listen to me. To quote Megan Trainor. Oh my God. Tavares was so close there. Great play by Nylander too. Silver says Wolves getting the belt tonight. Amen to that. Holy woly. $3:40 left in the. Oh, I forgot to do the clap. Damn it. Sorry, guys. There will be another face-off. There we go. Icing. I can give you a clap. I can give you the clap. Okay. Dylan F says game's not over yet, so don't say belt. Hypothetical, Dylan. Hypothetical. Almost 1,000 people in the chat. I love it. Adam, would you want the Toronto Maple Leafs to win the Atlantic Division and New Jersey to fall to the first wildcard spot? I mean, that would be kind of cool, I think. Sheldon Keefe Revenge series? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, all day. I'm here for the content, man. Here for the content. Oh, here we go. Knives off the glass. Perfect clear. Perfect clear. They came in. They shut the Avs down. Knives grabs the puck, flips it. Icing is waved off. It's beautiful. It's sexy. Do it again. Do it for the rest of the game. Okay. One request I do have is Holmberg to stay on his feet. Him and Robertson fall all the time. Robertson less so lately. Stop falling. Stay on your feet. There you go, Pontus. He's a good player. That man was the Swedish Hockey League's MVP in the playoffs before the Leafs signed him. That's a good hockey player. Ooh, Tavares got a nice little hit there. 2:28 left in the third period, guys. Here we go. Here comes William Nylander. Looking unbelievable. Oh, my God. For as good as Wool has been, Mackenzie Blackwood, no slouch tonight. No, Carlo with the shot. Fans on it. It gets to Tavares. He shoots. Oh! 2 minutes to go in the third period. I am sweaty and my hands are sticking together. Come on, baby. Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to clap. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm seeing you. Great little play by Wool. 90 seconds to go in the game. Marner shoots it down, and it is icing, but I respect the shot. So, the Avs have almost 40 shots, and they are pushing. Man, has Jake McCabe had a great night on defense. Spectacular. All right, Austin. Win that face-off. Put this game away. Almost. I bet if we get another face-off here, damn it, I forgot to clap. We're going to get a timeout. That's my bet. Marner gets it out. Nice play. Boy, the Avs really ran at him there. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, kids. Somebody says goalie goal tonight. Well, Joseph Woll is good at playing the puck. Matthews flips it out. Is it going? Oh, it just misses the net. Oh. All right. You can clap. All right, here we go. We're going to clap. Boom. They dropped the puck. There you go. Matthew Knies is going to shoot it. Oh, did he wire that thing? Holy, wow. All three forwards for the Leafs have had a chance to wire it at the net. Keep doing it. Why not? I think they're going to call a timeout here. Yeah, kind of like what I thought. Cassie says, I love how much is happening. You either get Adam going, or just straight up gibberish. Love you, Adam. It's true. Sorry. I'm still not, damn, you know? I'm still not with it at the end of these games. I can't detach from being a fan, you know? You're just kind of like, you're in the moment, and then you're like, what am I even saying? I don't know. Look at Jared Bednar's hair. For an older man, that is a young man's haircut, and he's pulling it off. It's got a little bit of that surfer / hockey man hair, but it's like young Matthew McConaughey. It's got bounce to it. It's alive, you know? Give him credit. Wes Richard says, I'm dropping 50 subs if we get a Wool goalie goal. Well, we're hoping. 36.5 seconds to go. I'm going to do a clap for you kids. Boom. Matthews loses the draw. It's out to the point with Makar. Oh, man. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. Okay, 22 seconds to go. That's something I can say. 20 seconds to go. It's in the corner. The Leafs are going to try to just keep it there. Pin it. Pin that puck. Rag it, boys. Just keep it in the corner. Keep killing that time. Don't let Makar do that. All right, 7.5 seconds to go. Can the Leafs, under siege, can they hang on to this game? Because this is the kind of game you need to win in the playoffs. They did it in 2023 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They were able to just fight through games where they were getting objectively outplayed, and guess who was in net? Ilya Samsonov. Also Joseph Woll. 5 seconds. Here you go, Austin. 2 seconds. 1 second. The Leafs win! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto Maple Leafs have defeated, I think, Stanley Cup favorite, Colorado Avalanche. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, and Drew is sad somewhere. By the way, the last time the Avs were in town, the Leafs beat them 3-0, and Drew was also at that game. So, yeah, I would just want to say that Joseph Woll is for sure getting that belt tonight. My God, he's a god. And by the way, Wes Richard dropping 10 subs. Thank you, Wes. And thank you, refs. Thank you, refs, for the Steven Lorentz goal. Couldn't have done it without you. You know what? I do want to give credit where it's due. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, they held on. And sometimes you're holding on with your nails. Or as my grandparents used to say, the skin of your teeth. You know? Sometimes it's just a little bit. Hang on, win the game, walk away. And that's what the playoffs are, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who outplays who. It's who scores more goals. Super weird, I know. Also, it's a special teams battle. UDog447 says, thanks for the membership, bud. Well, it wasn't me. It was one of our fine people. Cassie, Canadian Girl 83, Diane, Wes Richard. I'm trying to remember who else gave memberships. Lots of you gave memberships tonight. I really appreciate it. Oh, Wes gave another 5. That's right. Well, Wes, we love you. Silent Rob 1192, not silent. Around 640, I chose to sit Wall in my fantasy team. Oh. You know, I don't know if I blame you on that, though, totally, because, you know, that does happen. I mean, like, they were going into a game against the Avalanche. Usually the GAA is going to be high. I get it. Anyway, guys, I've had just an absolute ball with you. That was a fun game. I am sweating. And yeah, I'm going to roll. So listen, we're going to be in San Jose next week. So if you're in California and you happen to be watching this, come see us. It'll be fun. If you're in America and you're within driving distance, or you're rich and you can fly, come see us. Come hang out. We're going to be at Barracuda games. The Leafs are going to be in San Jose, so will we. I think it's going to be a great time. I'd love to see you there. Come buy a ticket and come hang out with us. And come see Macklin Celebrini be a rock star. Cool, right? And then beyond that, I want to thank my team tonight. I believe, well, Robert was in, right? Yeah, so Rob was doing the chat tonight. Hayden was doing the production. I was doing the hosting, or as best I could. And I'm hoping that you guys join us. And also the new STP is out. You can watch that. New Nailing the Apex tomorrow morning. You know, it's all happening. It's an exciting time to be alive. And it was sunny till like 8 o'clock tonight. My God. So love you all. Talk to you soon. Thanks for hanging out for the game. I will see you later.